Hey, y'all already know what it is. Family, welcome back to another Whiskey Wednesday with your boy, Cigar Rockstar. I do this every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central. Please like, subscribe, share on Cigar Rockstar TV on YouTube. But, that's my intro all time. It's never about me. Today we have Eddie Green on. Eddie Green Sr. He is the CEO, the founder of Gent Cigars. And also, something that's interesting topic we're going to cover today is Cigar Life NFTs. So, of course, what's going on, Eddie? How you doing, sir?
What's good? What's good? I appreciate you having me on here.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, I bumped into you in Tampa, man. I like what you had to say. I tried to actually. Let's go right into this blue one. So I know you have. I think you have a red, a blue, a black, or is it gray?
It's a black, and you're smoking our blue boy right there. That's our triple cat, Nicaraguan, Asian Nicaraguan. Yeah, that's actually one of our top sellers right there.
That's the blue boy. What strength? What strength would you say medium? What would you say? What would you
definitely medium. Yeah, medium.
Yeah. So why'd you name it Blue Boy, man? Why'd you name it Blue Boy?
Honestly, that's my nickname for my family in Mississippi. That's what they call me. So it was just
okay.
Yeah, it's just tip of the hat to the family. So yeah, just a reminder of my grandmother. So I named it Blue Boy.
Man, I like that, man. Let's spin it back a little bit to talk about True Gent. So the name True Gent, what made you name your cigar line True Gent Cigars?
You know what? Being a former athlete and having sons right away, everyone came to me like, what sport you want your sons to play? And I'm like, that's up to them. I just really want them to just be true gentlemen, just be, fair and honest to people. So I just kept rolling with the True Gent, just as a constant reminder to my sons, that they got to be true gentlemen at all times. And it just kind of, steamrolled into, Nana Cigars.
Yeah, I hear you, man. So from the time, I guess from the time you thought about coming out with True Gent, like how long have you been a, cigar retailer, a cigar manufacturer, and that process?
Initially started about 3 years ago. And then I wanted to take a step back and really, learn the whole process and relaunch just this past, it's been about a year now. But I wanted to come up with something unique. In my other industry, I'm known as a disruptor. And whatever I do, I feel like there's a different way to market it. There's a different way to get people's attention. And that's how the whole NFT thing came about. I'm a disruptor in the finance industry, as far as, bringing tech to finance. And now I'm doing the same thing, bringing tech to cigars.
Yeah, man, that's it. So you started about 3 years ago. It wasn't really maybe you switched it up a little bit. And now you hit it strong like a year ago. So 3 years ago, did you come out? What was the first blend you came out with? Or did you come out with all three?
No, I did not. Actually, the first blend was the red bottom, what I'm smoking right now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So Dominican filler with a Connecticut wrapper, really smooth, light. This is what I normally smoke in the morning. I had about 3 cigars earlier, so I wanted to end the night with something a little bit lighter. So I'm enjoying this one. I'm glad, we weren't smoking the same stick, so we can kind of promote 2 of them at the same time. So
yeah, for sure. Well, I'm definitely enjoying this Blue Boy, man. So of course, I gotta ask, why red bottom, man? Why red bottom? I see you, Doc, from the NJ. I see you, right.
You know what, man? I guess it's just a tip of a hat to the women. A lot of ladies that I know that I pretty much introduced to smoking cigars. They kind of gravitated towards something lighter, and that's where once I just wanted to do something, that they could kind of relate to, and I just came up with red bottom.
Yeah. So of course, something like so did you? When you rolled it, did you have the intentions on it being? I'm guessing it's a lighter stick made for. Did you have the intention for made for women?
Oh, well, yes.
I guess I'm sorry. I don't want to sound like that.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
Well, made for. Let's say this. I can say this: made for the women that I knew, that I spoke with.
Yeah.
And
okay.
I just took the data from that. Just like anything else, I just took the data from the experience that I've had with the women that I know that smoke, and first initial one was this one, the red bottom.
How long did it take you to get that one right? You just one and done? Tell me about that process, man.
Yeah, you already know. And that was a really experience for me, because I thought, hey, working with a tobacconist, and, right away we combine our brains together and we come up with something good. And it took I want to say 4 months. It took 4 months, yeah, to get something consistent, first of all, which is very hard, and then get something that once you test it out, that you get a good response from.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So you came out with the red bottom. I think you mentioned. I heard you say DR, and then you came out with the blue boy, which I heard you say Nicaraguan.
Yeah.
So what made you transition from DR to Nicaraguan?
It wasn't truly a transition. I just wanted to kind of, create blends from the best part of the world that create the best tobacco, and it is those two areas. And right now we're trying to expand out. We're looking at places in Africa, and also some places here in the U.S. that produce some great tobacco.
For sure. So how long was the red bottom out before you came out with the blue boy?
The red bottom was out that was our initial one that I started 3 years ago. So I would say it was 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You wanted to switch it up. You wanted something heavier.
I definitely wanted something heavier. And then we have the Black Knight also. That's a double Maduro. But that's my favorite.
Very Black smooth. Knight.
Yeah.
Talk about the Black Knight a little bit. What is that? Is that Nicaraguan as well?
Yes. The Black Knight is Nicaraguan as well. Like I said, the double Maduro. Definitely wanted that one to be rolled a little bit tighter. So the smoke wouldn't be too overbearing. So a lot of people that smoke, Maduros, especially double Maduros, are really shocked when they smoke this one, because, as far as how smooth it is. So I'm really, really pleased with that outcome.
Why'd you name it? Why'd you name it tonight? The Night? The Black Knight or the Night? The Black, yeah.
Yeah, Black Knight. You know what? It just hit me one night. It just hit me. Before we come out with labels and things like that, I always come up with a name. And I think I was watching the Martin Lawrence movie, and that's what kind of made me think about Black Knight. To be honest with you, I don't know if you remember the old comedy where, that's what come up with that.
Yeah. So what comes first? Whenever is it the name that comes first? You try to match the name, or you roll it and then it's like, oh man, this is boom, it's gonna be named this.
Exactly. It's definitely the blend that comes first before the name. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. So you mentioned you started about 3 years ago. So that's a little bit before COVID hit. Were you affected by COVID at all?
No, because COVID kind of hit. It was perfect for me because it was at that time where I definitely wanted to, take a step back and really come up with a great game plan. With me, in regards to the cigars, I was in the liquor business years ago, and I learned a long time ago in the liquor business is that, like, far as marketing, definitely, if you want to have a product that sustains time, you want to take your time with it. And same thing so I kind of incorporated that with cigars. So I didn't want to go out there, throw cigars in people's faces and knock on doors. I didn't need to. And at the same time, from my experience from the liquor business, I realized that, going slow is the best pace. So, it wasn't something that I needed. First, it started off as a passion project, and then it just gravitated to, where we are now.
Yeah, man, I hear you, man. I agree with that. I was in the military for a while. We used to say, slow is smooth, smooth is fast, or something like that. So, yeah, definitely. That definitely works. So you mentioned, you also mentioned, you came out with these three. It was the blue boy first.
The red bottom first.
The red bottom first. Yeah. The blue boy, and then the Black Knight. So, and they're all, I guess, customary gauges. Are you a Lancero fan? Do you see a Lancero in your future?
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, let's see where we go with these right now.
Yeah. How long have you been smoking cigars?
Oh man, I started in actually I want to say 2009, 2010. Mm-hmm. Initially started as a celebratory thing, like most people, Then just being part of the community is what really grabbed me in. The networking. Just the people that I met in the communities, and the people that don't smoke, guys, definitely consider taking up smoking, because the people that you meet are just really awesome, honest people. from all walks of life. And that's what I really liked about it was, I could sit down with people with different political backgrounds, different upbringings than me. And yet the leaf kind of brings us all together.
Yeah, I agree 100%. So I see Traveling Cigars just jumped on, and it's one, I guess saying, I don't know if he invented it, but he's the first one I heard him say, and it's all about the leaf, man. And
Yeah.
it's definitely something that the mantra that I definitely go by. So you mentioned you were in the beverage world. Are you drinking tonight? If so, this is Whiskey Wednesday, of course. This is Whiskey Wednesday with your boy Cigar Rockstar. We have Eddie Green on, the CEO of True Gent Cigars, also with Cigar Life NFTs, of course. His team is on as well. So what would you pair? What are you pairing it with tonight, bro?
Tonight I'm pairing it with we got the Branson VSOP cognac from our great brother 50 Cent.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, this is my first time drinking. I had this bottle for a while, and it's really nice. It's smooth. I like it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm drinking this what is it, Macau, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And I'm of course I'm smoking this Blue Boy with it, man. And it's pretty well. The foot is it's hitting pretty well, man. It's hitting pretty well. We both on cognac though. I mean, there's some whiskey people in there, some Scotch people. You got any recommendations on what blends to drink or smoke or pair with the True Gent?
Jeff, like I said, the red bottom is something I normally smoke in the morning. So I love this with coffee. And I'm a gin drinker, believe it or not. Yeah, I know it is Whiskey Wednesdays, but I love gin. Impress Gin is like the new gin that I'm drinking right now. I'm not sure if you guys seen the bottle before, but it's the blue color gin, so I love that. Douce is great. I love Douce with the Black Knight, and the brother that I met, I know you met him too in Tampa with the whiskey, Den of Thieves.
Yep.
Yeah. Y'all, man, awesome flavored whiskey. I never thought I would like a flavored whiskey. Oh, man, superb.
That's true. I'm with you on that. No, I'm definitely with you on that. It surprised me, man, because I had it, and I guess I was reserved. I don't never give out my opinion because I don't know, but I definitely loved it, and so my opinion is strong about it.
Yeah,
100%. So you started smoking about around 2009. Did you get that from is it family member or is it just the homeboys say, hey, let's go smoke? How'd you start smoking?
You know what? I started smoking. Actually, it was a peer of mine, and he smoked all the time. And we would hang out at his office, and we'll be outside. And his wife pull up, and he'd hand me the cigar like, "Hey, act like you're smoking this." He was always on his ass about smoking, man. It's like she had a radar on him. As soon as he light went up, man, she was there. So initially started with that and just hanging out with him and, playing a couple rounds of golf and, celebrating, closing some deals and, things just kind of snowballed.
Yeah. So are you do you mainly do, I guess, is there a preference or a brick and mortar fan or online fan? Like how does your sales go?
Online. Man, it got crazy once I posted that I'll be talking to you. We kind of went crazy, and PayPal was like, what's going on? So I was dealing with that all day.
Yeah. So are you not in any brick and mortars right now?
Yeah, yes, I am. I'm in several brick and mortars, several in the DMV area, several here in Austin. One of my favorites is, I got to give a shout out to my guys at Zodiac's Lounge, Main Lounge in the Austin area. So if you guys ever get a chance to get out to Austin, you got to check those brothers out.
Hey, well, Eddie, man, I'm in Dallas, man. So I need you to make something happen. I can give you some names, some contacts, some numbers, but I definitely want to be able to get this from something, smoking down here in Dallas sometime.
Definitely.
For sure. So you mentioned your beverage background. Like, is that like how did that start, and did that play a role into creating your blends?
No, I wish I could say that it did. The beverage background kind of started off, described, I was in the music industry. I had, moved back to the East Coast where I'm from, and dabbled in marketing for different record labels. And I was the person that actually matched liquor products with different artists at the time. So I had a marketing firm that was called Greenlight Marketing. And all we did was market different liquor products. And with my relationship with people that was, either athletes or artists, I would actually match them up with, different product placement deals.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that sounds like fun, man. I mean,
it was fun. It got me in a lot of trouble, man. The first marriage didn't work because of that.
hey, I understand. I think, man, I understand. Trust me, I understand. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
I think there's a few people here that will understand that as well. I mean, I don't want to say that, Tyson, but I ain't gonna say no names, but that military life, man. I got you. I mean, bro, you're well dressed. You're well versed. I like the suits, man. I like the suits. You a suit guy by nature?
I am. Thanks to my big brother Kenny, man. He always got custom made suits when back in the day when I was young, and when I went off to college, we were close to the same size. And I'm 18, 19 years old in college with custom made suits, so it kind of really helped out with the dating life. So,
Oh, he bougie.
Yeah.
So what is so you mentioned tobaccos from Dominican Republic and Nicaragua. Where are your cigars rolled?
Actually, they're rolled in Miami.
Okay.
So yeah, they rolled in Miami, and I'm working with. Hopefully, we could put something together. But I'm working with a group that's closer here in the Texas area. So definitely hope that we could come to a good agreement that works out.
In Texas, man. Come on, come on.
Of course. I
know. Yeah. So you also mentioned. Did you say you had a finance background? Do you have a degree in finance? Is that what you started?
Yeah. You know what? I do not have a degree in finance, but yeah, my finance background started from the automotive industry. When I was in college, I had my daughter at a very young age, and I got into the car business, and I just moved up from being a kid in college washing cars to selling to finance manager to sales manager to general manager to dealer principal, and I just always challenged myself, and I just like, all right, what's the next step from owning dealerships, and it was getting into the lending portion of it. And I was fortunate enough to create some opportunities for myself to find funding, and actually this is my third startup as far as automotive finance lending startup, and it's on cruise control right now. Like I said, I'm big at disrupting things. So my current company right now, we're one of the first, actually before Carvana, to create full digital retail. Starting from the finance aspect of it first, and then so we created an online marketplace where a customer can actually pick out a vehicle, get financed through my finance company, get it delivered any place in the United States, and name of that company is lot2u.com.
Man, okay, can somebody, I need to put that in the chat. Like, say that again.
Lot2u, LOT, the number 2, YOU.com.
Man. So it sounds like you might be would you consider yourself a serial entrepreneur?
I am, yes. I definitely describe myself as a serial entrepreneur. Definitely.
Yeah. So there's there's a few people, I guess a few types of people in the cigar game. Some people do it for business, some people do it for pleasure or hobbies or for longevity. What would you say your place is? And I just made those up randomly. What would you say your place is in the cigar game? Something you enjoy that you want to have long haul, or what's your place in the cigar game?
It's definitely something that I enjoyed starting off, and then I feel like being able to create a place where you work and you can enjoy it at the same time. So it's the same thing I did with the lending portion. I feel like my business isn't work; it's truly pleasure, and the next pleasure that I had was cigars, and I felt like I need to duplicate the same thing that I did with automotive lending.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. So starting off, man, cigars are usually it's a rough investment.
Yeah.
A rough investment. So you're 3 years in. How was that journey? Was that journey are you at the place you want to be? The 3 years? Did you have like a 3-year plan, and are you there?
Oh yeah, I would say definitely. One thing with me, yeah, I definitely always plan out my work and work my plan. Like I said, initially it was a passion project. Uh, I could easily put my foot on the gas and go hard if I was chasing a dollar, but I'm not chasing a dollar. I'm truly perfection, as close as I could get to perfection.
Yeah, yeah. So your favorite one is the King.
What was that? The Black Knight?
The Black. Oh my God.
It's all good.
I see a K on it, so I call the King. My bad. My bad. I see a
Black
K on
Knight,
it.
yeah, we all
Yeah,
King.
yeah. So why is your favorite one the Black Knight? Is that your baby?
I would say the Blue Boy is the baby,
Okay.
simply because of because of the name and the sentimental value of the name, and just a reminder, where my family come from. So I would say that's definitely the baby, the one that you're smoking on.
Well, I'm definitely man, this is good stick, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Good stick. Of course, I had a marinade for like the last month, something like that. Yeah. So, yeah. So for sure, man. We kind of hit your cigars a little bit, man. I think people got a good just for it. They can be found on what's your website?
TrueGentCigars.com.
TrueGentCigars.com. Do you have a sampler pack?
Yes.
How are your sales go?
I do have a sample pack. So it's a 4 samplers, so you'll get 2 of course, 2 of the same of one. In the sample pack, I think I have it priced at $30 right now, and it's the Robusto sample pack.
So talking about samplers, so let me roll into NFTs on that. I know for the sample, I think you also have a monthly subscription. You see where I'm going with this, man. You take it over, man. I can't even put in the words what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I mean, the NFTs, like I said, I always wanted to be a disruptor, and having the opportunity to disrupt the industry with something like NFTs was great. I mean, because we're bringing something old and something new together, and yep. But the crazy thing is, I mean, you guys know so many leaders that in different industries that smoke cigars, and I met so many people that's in the tech space and in different arenas, but definitely the tech space. And I realized that there was like no tech really matched up with it. And I was really shocked. But the response that I got when I, kind of introduced the NFTs to especially people that's in the tech space was like, damn, why didn't I think of that? And it's yep. Well, I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad I did first. But yeah, so I mean, the NFTs, this is really exciting to me, really. I mean, the NFT space is it's an opportunity for us not just to, enjoy, smoking cigars, but actually, making money while doing it, Yeah,
man, I hear so many great things about NFTs. So I guess can we break it down a little further? What does just for the folk who might have questions, what does NFT stand for, and like what's give the basics about NFTs?
So non-fungible tokens, and actually I have a representative, Link Green, from the firm that I partner up with, and I want to introduce Link. Link is genius when it comes to cryptocurrency and NFTs. Link, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm having some issues over here with my technology, but the irony, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm back. How's everybody tonight?
What's up, bro? What's up, man? So you, I mean, did you say your name was Link? Can you give a quick introduction real quick, brother?
Yes, my name is Link Green. I am a blockchain expert. I've been in blockchain since 2014. I'm a consultant. I've created NFT projects for Andre Smith of the Buffalo Bills, Tom Bullman. He's a celebrity tattoo artist. He was on the cover of Inc. magazine. Currently in negotiations with some other big names that I can't really say right now. And so like NFTs, blockchain, crypto, that is my life. That's what I do. I've gone to school. I've got my degrees, but I've done nothing in PR, communications, the stuff that I've got my degrees in. It's all been in tech. I've taught myself programming. And I mean, this is just really what I love. I've seen this space free so many people and create cultures or take cultures and create communities out of those cultures, and those cultures move ahead together. So that's really what we're striving to do with this project.
Man, that sounds amazing, but I got to be honest, man. You spoke a little bit of Chinese to me and some of those. But
which part, man? Let me break it down.
I mean, you definitely got the experience, but I don't have. Forgive my naiveness. I'm NFTs. I think it seems like it's hitting the market by storm. It's a surprise for everybody. It's not very, I guess, regulated. It's a
lot of hype
thing
behind it. Yes,
definitely that. So why is there hype behind NFTs? And I know. So I was watching, Drink Champs, a great podcast that I take notes from. I saw Snoop Dogg on, and he said he made $21 million off NFTs. He only sold 33,000 copies of his record. So like, why, like, how is NFTs so productive like that? Like, how can you kind of give a a little layman's term for guys like me?
Yes. So you do this podcast on YouTube, right?
Yep.
So once you put it onto YouTube, if YouTube decides to cut you out of your podcast, take you out of your account, all of that, you no longer have access to it. They do, correct?
Yep.
So with NFTs, you have direct access and ownership. You have no intermediary between you and the market that wants your stuff. If everybody here wants to purchase your show directly from you and own a piece of your show, they can do that. And whatever you'd like to do to leverage your show, whether you'd like to give them some sort of perks, maybe you do like Eddie is doing, give them cigars to own a piece of your show or to keep that ownership in your show. If you'd like to create some sort of event, like you guys met at an event and only NFT holders can come, that only the ones who hold your show as an NFT can come to that event. That's up to you, and it creates buy-in. So the reason why he only had 33,000 copies is because there are billions of people who wanted a copy of it, and so that created a demand, right? And so that drove the price high. In the metaverse that Snoop Dogg is in, we purchased land in 2020 in that metaverse for, like, I think the most expensive piece of land was I want to say $300. The cheapest was $150. Now my cheapest piece of land that's reselling for at least $12,000. So that, and it was the fact that people could have access to Snoop Dogg that made them want to come into this metaverse. They had access even before Snoop Dogg, the land was selling for that much because of the access that they had. So this is all about access and you controlling your content directly. It's not really anything. I think we kind of mystify it. And that's another reason why Eddie decided to have education as a part of his project, because he realizes that we hear this stuff and we think, oh, no, I don't understand that. That's not for me. And it's not true. Like, you use NFTs in other ways. So you just don't own that content. Everything that you guys do on social media, you don't own that content. With NFTs, you own that content.
That's great. So Mr. Green and Mr. Green, y'all, is it by relation?
That is my nephew, and I'm very proud to say my nephew.
You should have said no.
No, I am. Hey, listen, this is my nephew's book. Okay, the chemistry, man. He truly lives by this. And now I'm definitely, that's my nephew.
So I'm kind of getting how
shaking their head.
No, my bad.
No nepotism whatsoever. Hey, open book, man. Listen.
Question.
When you proud, you proud.
Question.
Facts. Hey, go ahead, Rack.
Is that sort of like what Wu-Tang did with that pharmaceutical deal where they released one album?
Yes. But that was back in the day. That was in
right.
But yes, they drove. That album resold for like a couple 100,000. I think it ended up reselling for a couple million at the end of everything. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Scarcity. Like, we don't, as consumers, we don't own our content. You know what I mean? Even C-suite executives are consumers in a lot of ways. So it doesn't matter the echelon that you're on in society. Like, we don't own the things that we use, the things that we create. So the first thing that Eddie came to me with was, yo, I understand this community. I know what they want. And I know that they're sleeping on this. So I know that when they see it, they're going to realize that it's everything that they want and it's beneficial to him. So his first kind of concept going into this was, how can I get all of us excited, but also make all of us a lot of money? And that was like, okay, easy. So I mean, I'll let him tell you a little bit about the other things that are being done here. But I guess the main thing is you will own a piece of this project. You will own a piece of this cigar lounge that will be built in the metaverse. My bad. You will own a piece of that. But that's the biggest thing.
My next question, Charles Barkley says it all the time. There's no such thing as an expert. You use the word expert. What makes you an expert?
My experience in this space, the fact that there's almost nothing that you can ask me that I don't know, and that in my network, if I don't know it, there's somebody else that does. The connections that I have, the time that I put in, the money that I've lost has made me an expert. I know how to spot a scam from a mile away. So just a lot of things make me an expert.
Great
Yeah, for sure. So Mr. Green, so explain how NFTs and cigars go together. Eddie, maybe you can start. Like, I mean, I don't understand how that works out.
Well, I mean, at first I saw the opportunity there because it was the lack of the space, the tech, space in the cigar industry. But most importantly, and Link kind of jumped on this, and I was very adamant about, if we do this, we have to have free education. So, with our NFT, you get the opportunity to have, a free NFT class, and it's not like a recording. This is an actual live class. So any questions you have at the time can be answered at that time.
So I was going into that. So I know you offer a class or a seminar. I'm not sure what you consider it. So like, how does someone tune into that, or how does someone get educated about NFTs going through what your offerings?
Oh, well, I mean, first you definitely have to commit and make the purchase first. Mm-hmm. So that's most important. And like,
is that on TrueGentCigars.com?
That's on CigarLifeNFT.com.
Okay.
Yeah, Link, if you can type that in, Cigar Life NFT. There we go. Perfect. Great minds think alike. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely wanted to have the education there first, and Link did kind of mention in regards to the metaverse. And the metaverse is going to be great because it's not just about True Gent. I'm real keen on creating marketplaces. So, I'm going to treat our metaverse like a marketplace where other, boutique cigar owners can, introduce their products and sell their products at. Not just that, other anything related to the cigar industry, whether it be, the disposable cigars, disposable ashtrays that our people at Easy Ash is making, or someone that makes, custom humidors and things like that, So we definitely wanted to create the metaverse is definitely going to be an opportunity for other entrepreneurs to be able to come on and showcase their products.
And their items will be made into NFTs, by the way.
Yes.
Link?
Yeah, my bad. The items will be made into NFTs automatically. We have a protocol to, as soon as we upload their items into our marketplace, they become NFTs. And then you get the physical. So once you purchase it, right, just like anything else that you shop online, you purchase it, you get the receipt, right? But in this case, you're going to purchase it, get the physical one mailed to you, and then you'll have an NFT as a part of your receipt.
Man, that's, oh my God. I'm just not a finance guy, man. I don't know.
When you say you'll have the NFT as part of your receipt, that means that you own a part of that community.
Yes, exactly. You own.
So if I get this right, the concept is a cloud per se, how Apple has a cloud. So you're creating a cigar lifestyle cloud, and then people put stuff into the cloud, and you purchase from the cloud, and you own part of the cloud.
No, it's like any other metaverse, like a Twitter, like these are all metaverses, Twitter, Facebook, all of these social media platforms. I think you're talking about the blockchain. So
no, I want to know how, when you say I own a part of a universe, I want to know, how do I make money?
I'm trying to tell you. I think you're talking about the blockchain. The blockchain actually gives you ownership. It shows that you own it, because what's going to happen is it's going to be put into your wallet. So as this metaverse becomes more abundant, more people want it, more people are buying into it, more sponsors, etc. So is the price of your asset, which is that NFT. So if you should decide to sell this asset, which is just NFT, you don't even have the physical item anymore. It's just a matter of, hey, there's a cap on this. So this is a very popular company. I wish I had history of that company. I wish I had a part in that history of that company. So I'm willing to purchase this NFT, especially if it gives you different perks, returns on your investment, the opportunity to have exclusive events. Not everybody's going to be allowed into this metaverse. It's only going to be Cigar Life NFT community members. So that's going to give you exclusivity where there are companies that only want to talk to you. For example, we have a group that I consult in, and we bring in the VPs of different companies that we just spoke to the VP of sales for this is mining company. They give you miners that you can connect to the internet, and anytime someone gets on Wi-Fi from that miner, you get paid, right? Those miners are like $800. We got them for like $375 because of that collective bargaining power that we have in an industry that we love. So you get a piece of that as well. Every time someone wants to get into that community and get those types of deals that Eddie is setting up, that Rockstar is setting up, etc., they're going to try and pay you as much as you want within reason, as long as it's, you know, within market value for that NFT in order to get access to that. It's a membership. It's just like, I mean, how much do these guys pay for country club memberships? Just to be in that community of people who they know, think, and act and behave like them. They pay hundreds of thousands a year.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Cigar, Travis Cigar, I see your hand up, brother.
I was just going to ask, which platform or blockchain are you using?
Oh, we're using the Polygon blockchain.
So I don't know what a blockchain is. Can you give a little quick you know, so Eddie and Eddie, I know you guys offer a class. Don't give out too much. Have them tune into the class, but can you kind of get, you know, so
yeah. No, this is common. Everybody needs to know this because you're being brought into the blockchain. The government right now has FedCoin. They tried to give it out as the 2020 stimulus package, the $1,200 or whatever that was, but they couldn't because they realized that they hadn't educated people well enough. But they already have FedCoin. You can look it up. So you will be using blockchain. I had no idea. That's crazy. You will be using blockchain very soon. In fact, I just got out of the Army myself, and we were offering the DoD was offering blockchain contracts as early as 2017. But to answer your question about a blockchain, I want you all to imagine that we open up a Google document and all of us have access to that Google document. So let's say that her cigar closet makes a change on that Google document. Well, myself, Queen City Cigar Fest, William Forbes, Rockstar, everybody can see that change. They can see who made the change, the time that she made the change, and what the change was. Can we all follow that example?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Boom. So in the case of the blockchain, instead of there being changes made to a document, there are being transactions made to a ledger. That ledger is just a blockchain. So let's say again that her cigar closet sends someone a couple of Ethereum. She sends the Ethereum, and that time that she sent the Ethereum, what she did, remember the change she made on the Google document, but in this case, what she did, which was send the money, and who it was all logged as a block of information. So let's say now, Rack does the same thing. He sends somebody some Ethereum. That's another block of information. This all has to be Ethereum because that's the same blockchain. This all has to be that one Google document because that's the same Google document. So on and on and on. And that creates a chain of different blocks of information, hence the term blockchain. That's it. It's nothing mystical about it. It's very simple. You do it every day. Somebody makes a change. You go and look. Hey, bro, why did you make that change, man? You shouldn't have done that. Oh, I can go fix it now. But on the blockchain, the difference is it's immutable. It cannot be fixed. It cannot be changed unless you're really, really good. But I haven't met a programmer that good.
Okay. That's man.
I can introduce you to him if you want.
Yeah, let's do it. I'd love to meet him. I sense that.
I'm not kidding. I can't introduce.
I sense that. I sense that by your Polygon response. But please introduce me to him. I'd love to meet him.
So a fellow you might want to know, and I can introduce him. Sorry for taking up time.
No, go ahead.
Look up Dr. Lee McKnight.
Dr. Lee McKnight.
He is a professor at Syracuse University. He was the first professor to teach a blockchain course at a university. Mm-hmm. But he's also the guy that helped write the legislation in '96 to bring the internet from DARPA and all those kind of fun things.
Yeah, sounds
you two might have some crossroads. I can make the introduction if you'd like.
Please, I'd love that, man. That would be an honor. Thank you.
Because his people are the ones that, well, They know how to do things that they shouldn't do.
Hey, I would love to see it. Like I said, I haven't met one, but that doesn't mean I won't.
So Eddie, man, cigars and NFTs, man, that's just crazy, man. That's just crazy. So industry, of course, disruptor. So did you go to Link first? Link come to you first? How that connection form?
Well, you know what? I want to say Link brought it up to me first, and I'll be honest with you, just like others, I was kind of, skeptical. I'm like, nah, I don't really, I don't know. But then once I started to get the education about it, I started to get really excited about it. And you see his passion when he speaks about it. But at the same time, that's why I was really adamant about, if I do this, we have to offer free education, because I want everyone to get it and feel comfortable about it the same way I did. I don't want anyone to invest in anything that has to do with me if you're not comfortable, if you don't have that education there. So that was one of the major points I wanted to push when we decided to do this.
I got you. So Link, I mean, he kind of said you came to him. Like, what made you? Did you see like an absent space in the cigar world, the NFTs? Like, what made you go NFTs and cigar route?
Yeah. So I was blessed to have a strong man as my father, and two very strong uncles, and some great male cousins. And out of all of them, my uncle Kenny is like, he's always been an entrepreneur, but my uncle Eddie was like different. Like, he wasn't scared of anything. My uncle Kenny be like, nah, I'm not messing with that. But Uncle Eddie would be like, let's explore it. Let's see what goes on. So I knew that I couldn't really bring that to my dad or my uncle, my dad or my uncle, which are twins, right? They were both going to be like, get out of here. So I knew that my uncle Eddie was doing a lot in the cigar industry. And I'm like, wait a minute. These guys spend a lot of money. My fiance took me to a cigar lounge and they had like marble floors, marble tables, everything. And I was like, okay, these guys spend a lot of money. And so when I would ask, I would be like, how much does that cigar cost? Oh, these start at $30. And I'd be like, for a cigar? $30? And then they're like, yeah, we got some in here that's a couple hundred. Like, what? So I was learning all that. And I really wanted to know, like, how are you guys drawing value other than the love of this culture and this community? How are you drawing value from actually smoking cigars? Like, it's obvious your networks and net worth, but from the cigars, like, I think my dad either said it or my Uncle Eddie said it. Like, I think it was my dad. Why do you buy things that you don't actually like get monetary value from? And so that was my question. You guys buy a lot of stuff, and I'm sure you guys own companies and all of that. But with NFTs, it's like, this is a whole new space that the world is going into. And you guys have a lot of tech executives that smoke NFTs, smoke cigars. So why not bring them into the tech space? And so when I told my uncle, he's like, all right, he didn't tell me that he was skeptical. He was like, sounds good. Give me a minute. Let me think on it. Then he comes back and he's like, we would be first to market. Nobody's doing this. Like, let's do it. And so we did. And the reception was just amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, man. I saw. So Eddie, I saw, a couple of news articles about you and all that. That's a blessing, man. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. In regards to the news articles, again, being able to partner up with my nephew and his firm, they have a great copywriter on staff, and we sat down, did an interview, and put out the press release, and since then, now we're getting other publications reaching out. Actually, I think Link was telling me earlier that we have another big interview that's coming up. I can't remember the name of the platform. But,
Startup grind.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Eddie, man, so I go on CigarLifeNFT.com. I purchase the NFT or whatever. Maybe. What am I getting with that?
So initially, of course, you get the free class, but then you get the subscription. So it's either 6 months or 12 months subscription, and that's our first launch. And then our second is the metaverse. So then you have that opportunity, and then after that, we have the cigar farm that we're going to collectively get together and purchase an actual cigar farm, where we can, tobacco farm, where we can actually not just do, the products that I'm creating, but also, curate other products for other, other up and coming cigar companies or current ones that, want to have a cheaper price at purchasing their tobacco.
Where is this farm gonna be, sir? Is there any? Can you give some exclusive type thing? Like,
That's definitely to be announced. But
okay, I got you. Damn, bro, come on, man, give me something, man. Come on, man.
I got 2 trips coming up, one to DR and one to Nicaragua. So I'll just say that. So,
is there a cap on the amount of people that could be a part of the meta? Because at some point it becomes oversaturated. No one make it. The profit is too small.
So no, it's definitely a cap. It's definitely a cap for that reason. There's different tiers that you can actually purchase into. It's not just going to be all, because we wanted to give people access. We wanted to lower the barrier to entry. So there's going to be a bronze tier, a silver tier, a gold tier, and a platinum tier. You're talking about for the farm, right? Not just for the metaverse, for the farm specifically. Correct?
All of the above.
Okay, that's going to be the metaverse will be different. But it will build a lot off of the farm numbers. So let me talk to you guys about that. So the bronze tier is going to give members, and as a matter of fact, do you guys mind if I share my screen?
No, please do.
Okay.
I figured you had a presentation, bro. So I do. Yeah, let's get it, man. I'm hungry for it, man. I'm hungry for it. So real quick, so if I was to I guess buy into an NFT, the farm NFT or whatever, would that mean I own a little bit of the farm? Like,
yes, you own a piece of the farm, not a little bit, a piece. Like, yeah, you own a piece of the farm.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I said Eddie came into this like how much, like I really want to make sure that we can make some money with this. All of us, not just True Gent, like all of us make some money together. So this is our team up here.
So this is cigarlifenft.com, correct?
Correct. Yes. And I put the link in the
chat. I saw it. Yep.
Okay. This is our team. And this is the utility that you get with the second drop that we're going to have. Actually, you get the 6 to 12 months of cigar subscription sent directly to your door. You don't have to pay for that after you buy the NFT. And then these are the different tiers to that drop.
I got you. Hold on, Link. So the cigar subscription, Eddie. Is it the 4-pack? Well, what's this? When they buy into it, they get a cigar subscription for 6 months. What are they getting every month?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. So initially it's a 4-pack, but it won't just be True Gent. I'm out there right now speaking to to my peers that have cigar lines also. Like I said, I wanted to spread the wealth. I just didn't want to promote just my brand, and be able to give people a variety of different choices from different cigar labels across not just across the nation but across the world.
Yes.
Right, go ahead, Link. My bad.
No. That's a great question. I definitely missed that.
Yeah.
So our next drop is going to be on June 30th, which is actually my dad and uncle's birthday and my little cousin's birthday. So we chose June 30th.
Man, y'all brothers some cancers? All right, man. All right.
Not me. I'm not no cancer.
I'm a cancer too. I'm just messing around.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So then this is the farm investment drop that Rack is talking about. So we'll be using the proceeds from this tier to collectively invest in our own farmland where we can hire the farmers and staff and monitor the quality of the tobacco we grow there. The cigars and other tobacco products produced by our farm will be named by our community using a collective voting protocol that allows members to submit ideas that can be voted on by the members of the Cigar Life community. There will also be white label cigars and other tobacco products that are distributed from the farm to different buyers, all of which are more ways to profit for our investors. This drop is set for August 2022, but could be subject to change as farm negotiations are still being undergone. That's why Eddie's traveling to DR and Nicaragua. Okay, so these are the tiers here, and these are the percentages of ownership. So the bronze tier, which will be in the range in between $300 to $500, is going to depend on a few factors. It's going to depend on the cryptocurrency market around that time. It's going to depend on what we get the farm for, and some other finance stuff that Eddie could talk about. So the members get 0.0133% of farm ownership per NFT, and there are 700 of these. So we're going to give a lot of people the opportunity to get residual income, passive income, just from holding one of these NFTs. Also, they are going to get first access and VIP access, I should say, into the metaverse. Now, Rack, what you were asking about, we don't have like this. These are our numbers right here. It's nothing more than this. Nobody else is getting into this investment after the last NFT is sold from here. Okay, so that's going to be 700. Then we have, if we add these two, 1100 here, and on the silver tier, members get 0.0658% of farm ownership. So now we're at 1115. 15 members get 1.5789% farm ownership per NFT. And I apologize. These are going to be around the $1,500 to $2,500 range. And depending on what we choose here, these would be from the $3,000 to $5,000 range. All right. And then here at the end, tier 4, members get 3%. I don't know why I was about to say 3% farm ownership for the NFT, and we're only doing 10 of these. So that's going to be very important. And these are going to be, I don't even want to give this number up because I don't want Eddie to kill me after this. So I will see what the number is going to be after he does all of his sourcing. And so you can subscribe here. We also have a roadmap for you because we want you to know that we have a plan in the future. And we also want you to hold us to our plan. Things do get derailed. We've all have been in the corporate world. Things do get derailed, but it's all about communication and keeping our community up to date. If we can't do it, we change it. So I'm going to show you all our NFTs in a minute, but this is the drop that just happened last Sunday that we're really excited about, and we are getting a lot of positive feedback around the art. And this drop gets everybody. There are 1,111 NFTs. We're putting them out in waves and letting them get purchased up and then minting again, which means we're creating more. But we're holding them right now just because of like minting fees and things like that. We're just trying to be the most, I guess, conservative with this project because we're going to put all of our funds that we make into a bank. And that bank is going to be the True Gent Bank. And so I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. I told you all about our next NFT drop and the different levels that we have there. Those are the levels explained. The development of the Cigar Life Collective Metaverse Cigar Lounge. So we say collective because this just won't be us. This will be everybody, all of you all in different companies. And then this is the farm. We went over the farm. So that's pretty much it. So a big thing, and I think we skipped over this a lot, is that one of Eddie's main deliverables was a lot of control in this project for women, a lot of influence in this project for women that mimic the influence that women have on the cigar industry. And he didn't want to repeat the mistake of not giving them their flowers for all of the things that they do, all the qualities that they bring to this industry. So we're going to be working a lot with that as well. And we have the pink ribbon cigar for breast cancer awareness that will come out in October. And I remember somebody said to me, so you guys are a cigar company and you're coming out with cancer awareness. And I brought it back to Eddie, like, what do we say to this? And he's like, we're doing something for cancer. Like, we're doing something for cancer. What could be, what could be better than that? It doesn't matter what we're doing ourselves, but we're doing something for a cause that means a lot to us. People don't think I'm not going to smoke a cigar because, of cancer. Like they think I'm going to smoke this to have this experience with these people in this network. And if I want to do something with what my community wants to do, or if I wanted to do something with my community for others, then we should just be able to do that. So I mean, we're still going to go ahead and give a large portion of that bank to breast cancer awareness. And then the farm should be secured by December. So NFT holders of the farm investment drop is going to be updated on the final location. They'll be delivered the prospectus on what the numbers are for that farm, obviously prospectively. They'll get the marketing plan and all of the necessary documents added to a special group just for the farm owners. So anybody else who Anybody else who's in the project, like other tiers of the project, they wouldn't be in that group. This would be separate for them. And then a big thing is winners of the trip to, I didn't say this, I apologize. There will be a trip for, I think we said 10. We said 10. Yes, there will be a trip for 10 of the Cigar Farm investors to the actual cigar farm. They'll get the tour, the full all-inclusive stuff. So that we'll announce that in December. And yeah, we start working on the next projects. And the vacation will be June 30th of next year, by the way.
So, in the return on investment, is that quarterly, annually? How does that work?
That's going. Yeah, I was going with that too. So I would like to know that. Good question, Rack. And I also so is it guaranteed return on investment for NFTs?
There's no guarantee in any of this. There's no guarantee in any of this. But what's guaranteed is that we'll continue to work our asses off. If I can curse, I hope. We'll continue to work our behinds off to push this project and get it out to as many community members as possible. I mean, if you all purchased a farm on your own and put in 10 grand each or 20 grand each, there's no guarantee. But what I will say is just this year, the tobacco industry alone grossed, I think it grossed over like 900 billion just in the first quarter of 2022. And the metaverse industry is projected by Bloomberg is currently worth 47 billion, but it's projected by Bloomberg to be worth 863 billion by 2024. That's in like less than 18 months. So you're putting together $2 billion industries, and I mean, I can't guarantee anything, but it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. So, and then I'll just show you guys the NFTs. Over here, if you'd like to become a partner, I know there are a lot of cigar companies on here tonight. You can just click here, and then you can, well, that's our Discord if you'd like to join our Discord, but you can fill out our application here. And then for our NFTs, these are our NFTs. And so this is the We Can Do It project, obviously, because we wanted to have, well, I guess Eddie said, like, the brothers and sisters of the leaf, we wanted to represent them from the beginning.
Yeah.
And the different colors, shades, like, personalities, etc.
Yep.
They have. So it was really important for him to, like, I just want to focus on the people. So that's why there's nothing in the background. I want to focus on, obviously we can't make every single type of person and how every single type of person would look, but it's just the idea of, we all have different contributions to this community.
Why everybody got hair?
My bad, Rack. I didn't expect. I didn't expect to see you here, fella. I didn't expect to see you here, fella. I apologize. We'll keep that in mind for the next one. Yeah, Unc, you too. My bad.
Yeah.
Unc, dang.
I see you.
Oh man, I was tripping.
Eddie. I got you, Eddie. Appreciate it.
So yes, this is the NFT project, and I'll actually, well, what I do want to say before I give you guys a link, because I don't want you to run over here and try to buy one of these if you don't know anything about NFTs. Please allow us to show you how to buy NFTs. And this, I know a lot of people are asking about the class. Rockstar, if you don't mind, I can play like a 2-minute video about the class.
No, I think it's dope. So I don't want you to spoil it, man. If you get people to join the class, bro. But talk what you want to talk right now.
Oh, okay. So then, all right. So I'll just stop sharing this. So the class is going to be we try to keep it to 1 hour, but people ask a lot of questions, and we want people to ask a lot of questions. Yep. So it could be anywhere from an hour and 15 minutes to, like, I think our class the other day was like 2 hours. You could get off after that. That was just like questions. Everybody was so excited, and we stayed there with them. We don't leave you with questions because that makes us look bad. So you're getting a full on class, just like our corporate classes, not as in depth, but we do teach corporate classes. We teach businesses how to implement blockchain technology into their business, be it NFTs or supply chain management, whatever. So we're going to give you our full undivided attention. We will say, obviously, if there's this many people on, there's going to be less time than if there's like 5 or 6 people on. But that's why we're going to give repetitive classes every month.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
The days may change, bro.
So Eddie, you telling me, you know, if I was to buy the Bronzo because I'm broke, you know, the Bronzo NFT, I'll have a little bit of ownership in this the blue joint right here, the blue true gents.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Man, come on, man. I might smoke a little bit better knowing I got a little piece of it.
Exactly.
And that's really, I mean, Rockstar, that's kind of the reason why you don't see us in a lot of establishments, because I really wanted to make, you know, the cigar a rarity and something that's, you know, really hard to get to, and make it more to our investors and, you know, the people that's supporting the NFT.
Yeah. So Eddie, so like, how are you the first? I mean, cigars has been, I mean, centuries of cigars. You know what I mean? NFT is relatively new. Like, how are you the first? And like, how? Maybe so I'm gonna just throw a company out there. Why is Drew Estate not doing this? Why are you the only one doing this right now?
I really can't speak to them. I mean, maybe the owner of Drew Estate wasn't lucky enough to be blessed with a nephew like I was blessed with. I mean, that might be it. But no, I mean, to be honest with you, it's just I think it's just something that followed me in all the industries that I've been in. Just being, you know, not having blinders on and being open to listen to the younger generation out there, you know, and not trying to be the smartest person in the room. That's why I feel really comfortable right now today. You know, normally in my other industry, I'm always the smartest person in the room. But you know, in this case, you know, we have Lincoln here, which makes me feel really, really comfortable. And I definitely try to surround myself by, you know, a lot of young energy, a lot of young smart people like, you know, like Lincoln.
I understood. So let me ask you this. This might be. Let me see if I can ask this. So cigars are traditionally tradition. So wrapping a new concept like a modern millennial, whatever you want to call it, concept with traditional values. How was that process? I mean, like, does that work?
That's why I was really adamant about the education portion of it, because we know, you know, traditionally people think of cigars, you know, they think of, you know, old white men playing golf or just sitting around, you know, a cigar lounge. And I mean, we all have noticed the change in that ourselves. We notice how, you know, cigars have become really, really popular in our community. And we notice how, you know, cigars have become really popular amongst women in our community also. So I saw the change in that. So why not change it where, you know, how we buy cigars or how we participate in making money together in this industry.
Yeah, man. Oh my gosh. I wish I was as smart as you, man. But it's all good. It's all good. So I know for a fact there's some questions in here right now. What's going on? We've been talking for a minute. We've been talking about about an hour. So please let's ask some questions, please. No, but I guess we.
I got a bowl of questions, but I guess the primary, the main one is right now. We're not in. I don't want to say a recession, but right now people are holding on to their pennies because of war and gas prices and all this other stuff. So people are real skeptical about spending money on, you know, new venture capitalists. This is basically venture capitalism, right? So how will you I don't want to say convince me, because you can't convince me to spend my money, but how will you make me comfortable enough to give you my money?
And I would say just what we're doing right now. Again, I hate to keep harping on the same thing, but it's truly about the education and just being an open book. I mean, you see our process is like, no, we don't want you to go to, you know, OpenSea to purchase right away. We want you to know what you're getting yourself into. We want you to have an education about NFTs, not just for our NFT projects, but for other projects also, because there's a ton of opportunity, you know, in NFTs and we all see this. We see people that's investing a couple $100 and turning around making a couple $100,000. So it's not just about us as far as, you know, our product, but it's more about the community and introducing this to our cigar community. And like you said, we are going through, you know, tough times and things like that. But, you know, at the same time, we just can't sit on our hands and you know, and just wait and be patient. You know, at the same time, like I said, I never had blinders on. I'm always looking. I'm always available for new ideas, and I'm just passing on the new ideas that was presented to me to other like-minded people also.
And we also got to realize that there is a lot of hype behind this. So if you're an educated person, you'll see how these projects come from a few hundred to a few thousand, and then the creators leave, the developers just leave and rug pull everything, and now the NFTs are worth nothing. But we also see a lot of consistencies as far as them not being around and them doing little red flags, presenting little red flags that would tell or otherwise indicate that they're not going to stick around. But that's why it was very important for us to have a viable process, a viable method that could continue to make money. We have to underwrite this with something, right? We can't just say, hey, you guys get access to this community and you just got to keep buying NFTs, right? We wanted to have some sense of residual income coming to our community members to make them want to continue to hold these NFTs. And also remember, every time somebody buys your NFT from you, you get paid again anyway. Every single time it is being resold, you're getting paid. So that's something that's also getting you extra residual income, or our bank, I should say, the True Gent Bank, extra residual income from people just reselling. There are several different ways that we'll be generating funds.
Yeah. Hey, Doc from New Jersey, I see you. I see your hand up. I see Jameson. He had a question real quick. Doc, I'll get back to you. Jameson, go ahead, bro.
You're muted, bro. Yeah, you're muted.
So I like to quick little shout out. So this is Whiskey Wednesday with your boy Cigar Rockstar. We have Eddie Green on here, the founder of True Gent Cigars, also with Cigar Life NFTs. So cigarlifenfts.com, truegentcigars.com. Links on here, the partners on here, giving education on NFTs. I'm learning tonight, y'all. So I do this every Wednesday. Jameson, what's going on, bro? Technical difficulties?
No.
All right, so
maybe the chat.
Maybe back out and come back in, bro. So hey,
that button in the shirt, bro. He said button the shirt. My bad. All right, my bad.
Hey, Don from New Jersey, go ahead.
Hello. So, hi. I'm new to the cigar game. I enjoy them. Eddie's my cousin. Link is my cousin from, we all grew up together. And so I'm new to the cigar world. My favorite is the Red Bottom. I've tried other cigars. My thing is, if I'm going to smoke, we buy stuff with no vested interest in stuff on a return anyway. And if they're going to allow us to have some type of say or participation in it, I don't see where that's a bad thing. And it's unorthodox. I've never heard of anything, or at least I personally have never been exposed to anything like this. So I'm here for it. I'm here to learn about it because it's new to me. And, I think my cousin's thinking out of the box. More of that needs to happen. You hear about people buying up the block and things of that sort. I think this is the same thing, but just another way of doing it.
That's a good point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, we can hear you, Jameson.
Oh man, look at that. All right, screw whoever said button the shirt up though. That's
Hey, you smooth, bro. You smooth. I ain't hating, man. Go ahead, man.
Hey man, I appreciate you. Eddie, man. The love most definitely was genuine when we I think where do we run into him? Tampa, right?
Oh yeah. At Fendi's.
Yeah. The energy was amazing, man. I did not know it was this in depth. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but I do have a question about the cigar. Were your cigars in shops before now, or like how long your company been established?
Yeah, we kind of touched on this a little bit earlier, but I started 3 years ago. Like I said, I wasn't anxious to just push it and put it in everyone's face because there's so much competition out there anyway. I was waiting for the right opportunity to kind of separate myself from everyone else, just like in every other industry that I've been a part of. So, when me and Links about, doing something like this. And initially we spoke about crypto and things like that. And then when the NFTs came about, a light bulb did kind of go above my head. Then when I did my research and I saw that it really wasn't anything out there like that for our community, it was like, this is a no-brainer. No one else is doing it. Let's get in front of this. But then I really thought about the utilities behind it and the perks. And I just wanted to make sure, even amongst the other NFTs, I wanted to make sure that we could separate ourselves from them by offering more to our NFT holders than any other NFT that's out there.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out exactly. Like I know I showed up late, but I do believe I caught everything prior to the PowerPoint, right? And or prior to the deck. And I'm still honestly still trying to figure out, like, is your stick really that good that I'm gonna buy an NFT to, have your exclusive stick, as opposed to, doing it traditionally, man, walking down the street to my lounge or drive.
Well, again, the great thing about this is not just, the stick is good. So the sticks are great. And Rockstar is smoking one right now, and that's your boy. He could probably tell you what. But just like cigars, I mean, we all have our different preferences. There are certain things that you might like, Jameson, that I just don't like. But the one thing that I think we all like is opportunity, and that's what we're presenting right now. So it's not just about the cigar, but and the lifestyle, but it's about opportunity. It's about a chance of us being able to make money together, grow together, and create opportunities, not just for ourselves, but, legacy opportunities for our children also.
And it's not just the True Gent cigar. I want to be clear about that. You're getting the True Gent cigar with the first drop. You're getting the sample pack with the first drop, but with the second drop that we're going to put out on June 30th, you're getting a subscription to randomized cigars. So it'll be sort of like a Scent Bird. If you guys heard of Scent Bird, they send you the different colognes and they give you a little picture of the different colognes and they tell you where it's from. So it'll be similar, like the cards that Eddie already gives out. This is where this tobacco is, I guess, stuffed, and this is where it's wrapped. I don't know much about, but
don't stuff, young man. We don't stuff cigars.
Oh man.
Maybe an expert in crypto, but you stepped out the box right there,
bro. Just help me. You can just help me, man. Rolled and then packed. So rolled and then bind it.
Yeah.
Okay, rolled and then bind it. Yes. So
we'll do that. We'll do that. Boom. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll tell you about all of that stuff on the little card that you get. So it's going to tell you like this company, where it's from, how you can get more, etc. It's more of a, I guess, bringing all of the cigars to you and letting you choose what you would like or what your favorite ones are. And it's actually getting these companies. That's why we're saying it's the community, right? We're getting these companies to you for that promotion. So if you like that company, you can actually connect with that company. Maybe you would have never otherwise seen them if we didn't send them to you. So
this is a phenomenal idea, and I'm really excited. I'm really, but I have we don't have enough time for the amount of questions that I have. But a question that I have right now is, you said when it drops, and you use the word subscription. So when I purchased the NFT, a subscription, from what I know, is
usually implies it's monthly. No,
so this is not a month. This is once I purchase the NFT, I get a subscription for how long?
It depends on the tier, but we're just using subscription for the ease of understanding, because we were saying 6 months worth of 6 to 12 months worth of NFTs. I mean, of cigars sent to you, and people were asking like, well, how does that work? So we just have subscription, like an upfront paid subscription, and you can pay a subscription up front. You guys know that. So this is what you're doing, So with the lowest tier, you're going to actually get 2 cigars sent to you every month for 6 months. With the middle tier, you're going to get 6 cigars sent to you for 6 months. And then with the highest tier, you're going to get 6 cigars sent to you for 12 months. And so the tiers are the Corona, that's the one with 2 for 6 months. Then you have Toro, that's 6 for 6 months. And then you have the Goro, that's 6 for 12 months. And those are going to be capped off as well, right? So, and like I said, man, I can give you guys our email if you have any questions.
Oh, I'm going to flood you.
Okay, yeah, perfect. I love it.
Yeah. Please put in the chat, sir. Please put in the chat. So go ahead, Tyson. I see you, bro. Queen City. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? I mean, like, I'm enjoying everybody's questions, but ain't nobody asked the real question. Yo, if I buy these NFTs and I'm ready to get out, how I get my bread?
That's the OpenSea platform. You just sell it. You click sell, put in how much you want to sell it for. Like that's what we teach you in the class. And then
so if I got 300,000 worth of NFTs, how much could I sell that? How much could I possibly sell that for?
It doesn't work like that, man. You gotta come to the class. It doesn't.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, that's why we had a class. Like, it depends on how much each NFT is valued at. It depends on the market. Like, we teach you how to find NFTs, not just our NFT. We teach you the entire market, but it doesn't work just like that.
Is it based on like the cryptocurrency format?
Correct.
Like,
that is underwritten. Yes. And that's why we've used Polygon functions much like stock, is worth what someone is willing to pay at the moment you want to sell it. Right. So the market price. But what was I going to say? That's why we chose the Polygon network. And when Traveling Cigars made that face, I was like, yeah, I know, bro. But we chose the Polygon blockchain because you guys are not used to, like, we've bought NFTs that cost us a couple $1,000s, but the fees ended up being a few $100 or sometimes $1,000. I remember I went to buy a $3,000 NFT and the fees was $16,000. So I had to wait for the fees to drop down. Right. But not on this network that we're using. The fees are a fraction of a penny. If you think about a fraction of a penny, you've never broken down a penny, but the fee, you can do that in with computers. So a fraction of a penny as opposed to tens of thousands of dollars, I'll take that any day. So with the Polygon network, it's a lot.
So speaking about fractions, man. So I noticed the bronze package, it was like 0.16%. In the naive eye like me, that don't sound like very much.
Right. Well, I had a good friend of mine tell me, he's an investment banker, and he said, most people want to make $1 million. This is why people don't make money, because most people want to make $1 million one shot.
Yeah.
He said, I, on the other hand, would rather make 1 million pennies over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So what he was telling me is like the same thing Warren Buffett says. You want equity in different companies. It doesn't matter if they pay you 0.00% of their revenue. If they got that revenue or that profit, if they have that profit, you're still getting something. Like, something from something is more than nothing from nothing. So yeah, it's not a lot, but it's not a lot as compared to the person who has the platinum package, but it's something. And you have residual income working for you for something. Like, there are people who investigate $30 a month, and that's fine with them. It's more than what they had. So if you add $10 to what you had and you didn't have to do anything, you just made $10 out of nothing. Yeah. So it's just an opportunity to give everyone, no matter what. Like, there are children or teenagers who maybe buy into this farm because they understand the market. And so they're getting money every month or every quarter that they don't have to work for.
And if I'm understanding this, so if the portion, the percentage, like when the farm drops and I buy that NFT and the farm blows up, we want the farm to blow up. That's where we get our money, correct?
Yeah. You have white label products coming out of that farm. So yeah, absolutely. So
it behoove you to advertise type joint because you want sales.
Yes, and that's what I was just about to say, is that, I mean, we got a lot of heavy hitters in the industry right now. That's very well respected as far as influencers or people that have cigar weeks across the nation that's actually on the Zoom. And I just want to say that collectively we can control the value of this NFT with the influence that we have. So like, the more we talk about it, the more we pump it up, the more value we add to this NFT. So we have a lot of control collectively. Together we do.
Yeah, it's the community, and any NFT project that makes or breaks the community. I mean, makes or breaks the project. So that's why a lot of you might have heard about the Bored Apes Yacht Club, where these NFTs, a lot of us purchased for like $1,000, and the cheapest one right now is $100,000. We purchased it last year, August, the cheapest one is $100,000.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. So let me ask you
Yeah,
this.
and that's because of the community. Huh?
Yeah. So let me ask you. Do I? So I'm just talking, right? I'm just talking. It's Whiskey and Wednesday. I'm just talking, right? So do I have to have a following of $100,000 people to have a successful NFT?
Not 100,000. You have to have, there's this concept in influencing called 100 true followers. And 100 true followers are people who, if you're speaking in Austin and I live in Ohio, I'm gonna drive from Ohio or get a flight to Ohio to Austin to see you speak. You understand? No matter what you do, I'm going to show up there. And so when you speak, like you said, it was the passion, right? So when you speak with that much passion to your friends about that person, then they say, all right, I heard you supposed to speak about this person like 6 times. It takes 6 times for you to hear stuff and do something, right? So like 6 times, let me hear this person. Then they tell somebody and they tell somebody. So no, the answer is no, you don't have to. You actually don't want 100,000 members because then that's a hype project.
Yeah.
One day, the floor is going to be pulled from under the Bored Ape Yacht Club. And those NFTs are going to be worth nothing. Yeah. Because they don't have any real, well, they do have real utility, but that's just another story. It's a lot more hype than actual real use cases behind it.
Yeah. I'm with you. So another question. So forgive me. So please, anybody who got any questions, I see a lot of interesting faces right now who are intrigued. So because I'm put you on the spot, bro.
Cigars.
my brother. So you were mentioning about at least Eddie and Link, you mentioned about the subscription service and involving other cigar brands. So Big Country is a boutique brand, So how would he be involved with True Gent in the subscription service and NFTs? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right
from our website, I think Link clicked on it where there's a partner option on our website that person could click, put their information in. He's pulling it up right now. So I'm actively looking for, other, cigar brands or anything related to the industry to actually work with to help promote them as we, promote the Cigar Life. The big reason why we named it the Cigar Life NFT versus True Gent is because I didn't want it to be about True Gent. It's truly about the Cigar Life. And I've seen how, you guys can really influence people like QC. I mean, he has his event coming and I know it's going to be very successful. I see all the hype behind it. So can you just imagine him being an investor in this and our the brother with Tampa Cigar Week just actually pushing the Cigar Life NFT, and that just adds value to it. And you guys have a lot of power. And this is right now we're just presenting an opportunity where we can all display, our influence that we have in the Cigar Life lifestyle.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, hey, Scribe, I see your hand up, Scribe.
Yeah. All right. Thanks. So, wow. I'm trying to give the short version here. There's a lot to take in. First of all, I want to say great presentation, Link.
Thank you.
And the concept is, great, Eddie and Link, both of you guys. However, that's the positive side of it, right? The negative side is I've always been a late bloomer. And a lot of this shit is still going over my head, right?
Oh, man,
I keep hearing a lot about, this metaverse, crypto. And I'm an IT guy. I've been in IT 25 plus years, man.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm a scrum master now. If you
know nice, man. Nice.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I see you.
Yeah, so, I'm an IT guy, but it's just a lot of this stuff, man, with this crypto and blockchain and Ethereum and now NFTs, metaverse, man, it just blows my mind. So this is one of the you have to hear 6 times. I need to hear 60 times, But I want to take the class. One of my questions is, to take the class, do I have to first purchase the NFTs to take the class?
Yes, sir. So the way that it's set up is, and I thank Rockstar for telling me not to play the video because it would have been a little daunting. But the way that it's set up is you would come onto our site. Well, actually, I'm going to share my screen again and show you how this works. You would come on to our site and you would click on buy NFT now. You're going to get a warning. It's going to say if you're new to NFTs, please watch the how to purchase video before buying. Are you sure you want to buy now, right? So then once you click on that, once you watch the video, it's going to tell you, oh, I have to go back to, once you come down here and watch the video, if you weren't to click on that, this will take you directly to the OpenSea page that I just showed you earlier with the NFTs. OpenSea is the marketplace for NFTs, or one of the major ones. Okay, but you would click here to register for and prepay for your register for your class and prepay for your NFT. So once you click here, an API is going to, or a form is going to come up, and then it's going to give you the instructions. Please fill out the form to get access to your NFT, yada yada. Fill out your name. Once you click on this and hit register now to submit, you will be given a payments page. That payment page is going to reserve your NFT for you. That's another reason why we're not putting all of the NFTs out on the site. Some of them are being reserved for, or enough of them are being reserved for people who want to learn. And we anticipate that a lot more people are going to want to learn than those who are just going to want to go on the site and buy. So we've reserved a lot of that, a lot of them for that. And Eddie has a lot of foundations that he would like to donate. Not a lot, but some foundations that he would like to donate some NFTs to. So we're going to, keep them kind of reserved for that reason. Now, once you purchase this, you'll get the calendar to show you when the next class is going to be. The next class is going to be actually on the 9th at 5:30 p.m. So that is when you will get your Zoom link and an email that comes to you with all of your instructions for the class, your NFT, getting your NFT, and we will give your NFT after the class. We tried to do it last time on the class with everyone, but there were so many questions that we just determined we're not going to be able to do it during the class for everyone. So we'll get it to you within 48 hours of the class.
So, hey, Link, I got a question for you, man. Why you got a copy of church flyer on there, bro? Let me see the church flyer.
Oh no, I was
just looking up that. I had that open.
I was using the church flyer template. It's a template. I was making another flyer.
I was just playing, bro.
Yeah. So
Eddie, let me ask you this. So
I want to come back to Rockstar. So just one more point, then I'm done. So Link and Eddie. Okay, but second thing I wanted to say, like before we started, right? Reason I jumped on this call is because I've been trying to think about how I can monetize my music, right, through NFTs. Right now, when I met Rockstar and Jameson in Tampa, I told them that one of the things that I want to do is to monetize my music. I trademarked this, actually. I've trademarked stick heads, right, to control the licensing, and it was the only thing. That was the only thing that said stick head. The only thing that said stick heads was a lacrosse, a lacrosse. The only thing but in the cigar space, stick heads was wide open. So I've trademarked it, for accessories, sticks, for everything to control the license number. Now, you guys, I don't know if you guys are working on music. If you have music, I would like to talk offline about using my song. If you all like, I want you all to listen to my song again fully, because you got interrupted when people start coming on. But Link and Eddie, please listen to my song thoroughly. And Drita's on the line. She actually helped. You all were talking about what you're trying to do to the women. Drita actually helped me with the last verse. Her and Tyson were interested in my song, for the Queen City Cigar Fest. I ain't gonna blow them up on that, so I ain't gonna bring that part up. But all of a sudden, they went crickets on me, But Drita helped me. She helped me with that last verse because she told me to add stuff about women that she was concerned about. So listen to the song, please, because I think you all will love what I've done. People, I'm on Puff Sip Chat. Me and Rockstar both was on Puff Sip Chat, the brothers out of Atlanta, right?
Okay.
And they
Atlanta. Okay.
And I was in Tampa too, Eddie. I didn't see you there, man. I mean, so I was in Tampa. But anyway, I don't want to be too long-winded. But they love it. Puff Sip Chat. They're the first ones to show me love with that song, man. And he said, I can't believe how you've captured this community the way you did. He said, it's phenomenal. And the more people start to listen to it, they get that. Lastly, I'm going to say, I'm doing remixes of this song. My remix that I'm working on now is a woman stickhead. Y'all heard the guy singing on it, the original version, the official. The second one is a jazzier version with a female stickhead. From a female stickhead perspective. Jameson, me and him talked about, who's on here now. Me and him talked about, he got that new flavor. I said, hey man, I'm giving you, I just told him last week at the Cigar Week, I said, I'm giving you creative control, to do a version, your version, the Jameson, I don't care what we call it. However, keep the core elements of the song so when people hear it, they say, that's Stickhead's remix. Damn, that's dope. Another DJ told me in Tampa, he said, man, you need a reggaeton version. You need a house version. Which I already thought of a soulful house version. Man, so all of these versions, right, of Stickhead, I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of this, right? I have merchandise, and all of this stuff. So lastly, I want you guys to listen to it, see if you all want to partner with me, use my song, or if you want to say, hey, Dewan and Jameson, maybe me and Jameson can make a different song for Cigar Life. I don't know. But the stuff that I'm saying in Stickheads, what I'm saying, what I've captured is phenomenal. So my lyrics, all of them remixes I'm going to do, my lyrics won't change. It was just whoever I'm remixing it with, they will have a chance to put their flair on it, their creativity. But my lyrics are going to change because what I've done, I knocked this shit out the park. I don't need nobody to pat me on the back. I can pat myself on the back. That shit is the bomb. And the more people listen to it, I'm just waiting for y'all to catch up. God darn it. I'm waiting for y'all to catch up. I know what the fuck. In fact, check it out. Rockstar and Jameson. They said, do you know what you got here? Jameson, right? Y'all remember y'all telling me that? They said, do you know what you got here, man? I said, bruh, yes, I do. I said, and I used genius because Jameson was referring to Kanye West genius. And I referred to what Kanye West said. He said, when they said, he said, if anybody had told you that you would be here, he said, yeah, I knew I was going to fucking be here. He said, I was waiting for y'all to realize that I was going to be here. That's how I feel about this song.
Hey, yo, he just hijacked Whiskey Wednesday.
Okay, I give it back now. You can have your show back.
Hey, no, man.
He just dropped the back. Like, all right, I'm gonna just chill, right? Yo, he just dropped the infomercial, bro.
Hey, Sekou.
I love it though.
But wait, there's more.
I hear the passion, man. I hear the passion. I'm definitely drawn to that. For real.
Hey, check it. Hey, Dewan, check your inbox, man. Check your inbox. I mean, check your chat message, man. We a step ahead of you with that, man. I like the song from what I heard. But yeah, there's several different ways to monetize your NFT project, man.
Let me ask you this, man. So we're talking about cigars NFT. True Gents, Cigar Life NFTs. So is there a different approach or different procedure when it comes to, he's talking about music. You mentioned before, I got a platform. You mentioned my platform. You mentioned events. You mentioned, is there a different approach for every aspect of NFTs, or is it, is it?
It's an industry, guys. Like, Dewan said he doesn't know about this metaverse stuff. Yes, y'all do. Y'all know about VR. The metaverse is nothing but VR. Like, it's not mystical. Jeez, it's not mystical, but what you have is a bunch of nerds, kind of what Traveling Cigar kind of implied. You got a bunch of nerds in this space who have never had anything cool, you know what I mean? Have never been a part of a cool community, and so they have to talk over your heads to feel cool. Like that's the point of it. And then you have a lot of rich people with deep pockets who want to kind of control the space. So of course they're going to speak in a way that's over your head and make you think that all of these things are so intricate. But you've done all of these things. Rockstar, your son has played a video game where he can own, instead of you continuously paying for his game and all of the stuff that he wants to buy in the game, he can own that now as an NFT. So we do have Metaversal Records. We have that trademark pending, Metaversal Records, right? So we do have a music branch. We have a clothing branch, but we also have a gaming guild where we teach our children anywhere from the ages of 8, I think is the youngest, to we have a 17-year-old, how to get paid to game. We have children making $3,000 to $5,000 a month gaming, just gaming on the blockchain, buying and selling NFTs, holding them and doing something called staking, a lot similar to what you do in a certificate of deposit. You lock up your money for a certain amount of time and they pay you peanuts for it. They pay you like 0.02 like 0025.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But you can stake here, and we have staking protocols that pay you anywhere from 7% a year to some of them up to 20%. There are more high risk ones that pay you in the hundreds of percent and thousands of percent. We usually jump in and out of them and make a few dollars and roll it over. But there are so many different ways to make money in this space. So I say that to say any of you, no matter what it is that you do, can create an NFT project, especially you, Rockstar. With this platform, you can have, there's a company, you guys can look it up right now, Theta TV. They pay your viewers to watch you. So we're on here 2 hours, they be getting paid every few minutes for it. And you get paid. It's called Theta TV. And they have a patent. I'm not playing with you, man. It doesn't matter what you do. You can make money in this space. The community can control all of their content, all of their creations. It's an immediate patent. Duane, you said one more thing, Rockstar. I know y'all can kick me off after this. Our partner is an apostille and what's it called? The notary, apostille and notary, digital and physical. So we take these projects that we create, we apostille and notarize it, then put it onto the blockchain. That's double authentication and ownership.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So Sekou,
I'm gonna say, go ahead, Rack. One back. Go ahead, Rack.
Sekou brought up a very interesting point in the chat. I don't think we addressed it. Maybe I missed it when I went to the restroom. Did we talk about the blend of the cigar itself? We started talking about the money, and we got all.
Yeah, we spoke about that earlier.
Okay.
But we could definitely
watch the recording.
I could definitely, and actually all the blends, all the information is on the website on each stick.
And that's on TrueGentCigars.com.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Jameson, I see you cheesing over it, man. It sounds like you intrigued or got questions like, yo, what's going on? So let me say this. Let me say this as a naive host. I come from no malintent, right? So, Link, Eddie, it sounds too good to be true. Like what? Like. I mean, y'all don't get that. Like, is it just like a bunch of people, a bunch of new heads in here, or new NFTers? They're like, hey, you know what? Let me throw some money in this and see what happens. Kind of like Bitcoin, 10 years ago. So what would you say about somebody who's saying, hey, y'all giving a hell of a sales pitch right now, but what's going on?
Well, first thing I would say is, one thing you got to look at is our openness and how transparent we are about. Yeah. Even when Link showed the link of when you purchase, it was a warning there, and you won't see that with anyone else that's pushing it in there. There was a warning there saying, if you're not experienced at this, take the class. And that's the only thing that I can show you guys, and I hope you guys do get that, is our sincerity from this. The class isn't a selling class. The class is an educational class. I think this Zoom has not, I didn't really want to talk about necessarily just the sticks or trying to sell my cigars, but it's just truly an educational.
Absolutely.
Is what we want.
We gotta talk about your sticks though, man. Especially this blue boy. Come on, man. We gotta talk about the sticks though.
But I'm getting a ton of information, from the people that's asking questions on this Zoom, and I see the opportunities of being able to network and work with each other with the different products that we all represent. Again, like I said, I don't want to make this all about True Gent. I just want to be able to present this opportunity to the people in the culture that I truly love and enjoy, being the cigar culture.
And I'm gonna make it about True Gents, but I'm gonna make it about True Gents. Hey, TrueGentCigars.com. We got Eddie Grin on here, the CEO. He also has Cigar Life NFTs.com. Link is a man, the coach. He's very educated about it. But yeah, I'm gonna make it about you, Eddie. That's what it's about, bro. That's what it's about.
Hey, Rockstar, I just want to say, man. Then this is what we always teach people on these classes too. We all got our LinkedIn information up there. We got, and of course, granted, you could delete it in LinkedIn at any time. We got our emails up there. I'm giving my email to people, my personal email to people in the chat. Listen, I don't know how many thieves anybody's been around, but I can tell you that a thief is not going to make themselves accessible. And I'm not saying that you're applying that with thieves. I'm just saying if we're striving,
I get it. Yeah,
we're striving to give you that level of transparency because we mean what we say. And another thing is, there's a saying, as we call ourselves degens, right? Because we've been called degenerates and thieves, and in the crypto space. I'm not talking about Eddie, us in the crypto space for years. But one thing that a degen always says is, in code we trust. And what that means is, we're using smart contracts that are coded to do what the smart contract tells it to do. You can see the code. You can see all of the code online. It's public knowledge.
Yeah.
So if you have like Traveling Cigars has a programmer buddy. If you have a programmer buddy, they can look at the code and say, oh no, there's a fault or a volatility in this code. They're actually trying to take these NFTs from you, or trying to take, whatever from you. That can be seen. So we're doing that for a reason.
Word, man. Word. That's crazy. Hey, Doc from New Jersey. I see your hand up. What's going on, Doc?
Yeah. So you guys, Eddie and Link was mentioning, and the guy with the song was mentioning how all these things could be like a collabo and they flow freely together, and how he's highlighting his cigars, but also the NFT and other fellow cigar people, and like he Link referenced Scent in a Box. I actually subscribe to that. I know how that works.
Yeah.
So it could be like he said, like they said, with the cigars, t-shirt of some sort. Every month you get a subscription with different stuff in it. Mm-hmm. But to take it a step, maybe a step further, and maybe you already considered this, like the guy said about the music. It's legal in New Jersey to buy marijuana. So they have these pop-ups everywhere. And I ran into a guy from California, and he was handing out these drives, right? Mm-hmm. And on the drive, he was promoting his medicinal, if you will, but he was also promoting music, other people that is in his camp, so to speak. So I'm saying that to say that that's something, not necessarily a diss drive, but that whole arena, if people selected or you selected them to be a face of what you're trying to do, it would, it could be a whole caveat of stuff that would speak to what you're trying to do in this platform. Does that make any sense? Rather it be music, rather it be, I don't know, somebody that's medicinal that you might have to pick up on.
Yeah.
Cigar people, artists, whatever.
Yeah,
they have their following, and while you're talking about your stuff, they're talking about your stuff. So it's just a continuous thing of network sharing. Mm-hmm. And again, where everybody can be included, we're normally not included because we're not in that same space and mindset. So one of the biggest pieces I take away from this is that your willingness to educate me on it, because I don't know about it, but I want to, because like he said, why should we believe you? And if we had to listen to Bitcoin and all the other people, Amazon back then, we would be rich, right?
Yeah.
Well, who knows? This could take us to that level as well if we do it right.
That's a great point. Like the .com boom. Everybody here missed the .com boom. And they're economists saying that this is moving even more rapidly than the .com boom.
So that's I'm excited about the idea and how it can all be branched together and made into not only what you see, but even bigger, what you guys, because it could expand from here. That's all only comment. Thanks.
No, that's dope. I like that. Those are good points. Those are good points for sure.
Rockstar. So I put it in the chat. What is it? The new guy that replaced Shock G in Digital Underground. I can't. Young Hump and Money B were on Drink Champs, and throughout the conversation about hip hop and everything else, they got to NFTs because little did I know, Money B has been riding the NFT wave and made a lot of money out of on Bitcoin, right? And what he was saying is the way it impacts with music is what they're trying to do with cigars, I believe. What he does is there's special unreleased mixes, there's special access to Digital Underground art, which a lot of people don't know was made by Shock G, and Shock G's dead now. So to get that art, which they've uploaded into the metaverse, you have to buy the digital underground NFTs. And then you have access to tour date locations that are not announced, like those pop-ups and whatnot. You have access to unreleased music. You have access, first purchase options to this, that, and the third. So as far as music, that's one resource to go figure that out, but it's in line with what I hear them trying to say they're doing with this project, as far as having a piece of the possible endeavors with the tobacco farm. I'm 100% sure that they're going to have unreleased special blends that you have to be an NFT member to have access to.
Wow,
so
that's a good point.
I understand what you're doing. It's like there's a myriad of things. Special cutting lights. If you have special products, special swag, that's only going to be available.
That's correct.
For members.
Yeah.
So I understand.
So I wanted to say, Link, real quick. Link, I want to say, so say cool. Thank you, brother. The information you're sharing is awesome. Eddie, I saw you nodding for a lot of that. Do you have?
I agree. It's like, man, the brother just wrapped it all up in his just 1 minute of speaking of what we've been trying to pass on to everyone. Again, like when I say I didn't want to make it about me, and I know you guys did, but I didn't, because I wanted to let everybody know is that we're creating a marketplace for everyone in everyone that's on this Zoom right now. Like I said, there's a lot of people on this Zoom that are entrepreneurs that have their own products. And now we have an opportunity to have this marketplace or this metaverse where everything can be promoted, whether if it's partnering up with you, Rockstar, with what you're doing, or the brother that has a dope song, or you know what I mean? And like the other brother said, if it's somebody that has created a new lighter, it's just so many opportunities. But I just wanted to be able to create a platform where we all could thrive. And again, like I said earlier, is that we control the value of this. So we all just said, fuck it right now, and we all gonna push this and push it to all of our supporters, everybody that's subscribed to to your YouTube page, and everything that you do and everything that QC does. And it's just unlimited opportunity. It's just a matter, just us all getting on the same page. And so many times in other arenas, just in our culture, where we just cannot all get on the same page as far as supporting each other, because it's like, I don't want to support that one individual. That's why I wanted to take the individual out of it and take myself out of it and keep preaching that this is an opportunity for us all to grow and us all to make money, and it's just a matter of us all just getting on the same page and just not having blinders on. Of course, ask your questions. We're here for it. That we thrive off that. That's how we actually learn and get better. Yep. But at the same time, like Dot said, and like Link said, we all missed the .com boom. We missed so many opportunities because we just sat on our hands. But no risk, no reward. Yeah, it's a very, very small risk, but it's a risk that we can control. We can control this risk. Yeah, because we're all influencers on here in some form or fashion. Whether online, whether it's in person. But we all, I know most of you guys that's on here, I know of you guys, and I know the power that you guys have and the people that follow you guys. So here's an opportunity for us to all be able to get behind a project that's not just going to help, one brand, but it's going to be an opportunity to help, many others. We just all got to get behind it and push it. Man, I hear you, man. So, hey, a quick plug. So this is Whiskey Wednesday with your boy Cigar Rockstar. We have Eddie Green on here. He is definitely telling us how we can all win, come together and win. He got his cohort on here, Link from NFT Digital Management. Eddie Green on here from True Gent Cigars. The Blue Boy, the Red Bottoms, the Night, all that. So let me. You mentioned risk, man. So I'm gonna read it just like it is. So I think a good question is to address all the risk involved. Link, can you maybe summon that up?
You said good question. Whose question?
My question. I think address all the risk. Address the risk involved.
Oh yes. Well, firstly, we're Infinite Digital Management. It's a play on NFT.
Oh, my bad. I ain't smart enough. See?
Yeah, no,
See?
no, no,
Yeah.
no. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Nah. So the risks are basically things could go wrong. Like things could fail. Like we're not above saying that, there could be like the NFT market could fall out. It could. Anything could happen. Like anything could happen. I want to be as transparent as possible about the risks. Other than that, like we're telling you everything that we're doing. We're showing you everything. We give, if you are a farm owner, through the NFTs, we're giving you reports on what we're doing, how performance is, etc. Like that's all we can. What's the risk when you buy a stock? The company could fail. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? It's risk in everything. So what do? You go to the board meetings, you go to the shareholder meetings, you go and you ask questions, you check your reports. I'm not here to try and prey on anybody. We're all asking you to come in a collective community that is going to be globally accessible, and these people come to us. Like you don't have to go out, and once everything is up and running, these people are looking for, like we put the press release out, and other platforms picked up the press release on their own and started writing about it. That tells you that people want, and press releases from other countries started writing about it. 24/7 Crypto, all of that started writing about it. Markets Herald, I think I put that in there, started writing about it. These are other countries. So immediately your product, your service, your whatever is going to be in the hands of people who are from, they smoke cigars in Italy, they smoke cigars in Spain, they smoke cigars. Like I said, I just moved back from Costa Rica. They love cigars down there. They have cigar plantations down there. So it's just instantly in a market of people who would like to get what you have.
You don't say
the word plantations, but let me.
It's called a plantation. I don't know what it's called a plantation. I'm just calling it what it's called. Like if let it go. It's all right. It's a plantation.
I got you. But so let me ask you this. So brothers, Link, Eddie. So understand my question come from no malintent. I feel like I'm asking knowledgeable questions that anyone would ask you, right? So
absolutely,
no
yes, you are. You are.
So okay, I go into Cigar Life NFT. I buy NFT. Is it like, oh yeah, I got them? We don't, I got the money. We're gonna let them go. That's it. Do you guys give like a monthly report? Like how does it go about if I decide to buy NFT today? Like what happens after that?
So this first drop is the whitelist drop, meaning that this first drop qualifies you to be able to purchase the farm, purchase a piece of the farm. If you do not have this first drop, a lot of what, like similar to what I think the brother's name is Sekou was explaining, like we're doing it like other projects in that. Well, other projects would actually make you compete to get a spot in their project. We're not going to do that. I think it should be fair. And the fairness is, hey, did you support our first drop? That's why we call it the inaugural drop, right? Did you support that? Yeah, cool. So then you can come and you can purchase the land. So the first NFT is just going to be people who want the ability to purchase the land. To qualify for that, and that's going to get you your merch and your sample pack. But after that, that is when the second drop. That's not a whitelist drop. That's just a drop that allows people to get a subscription of these different, or an assortment of different cigars sent to them each month for whatever the time period is, and then you get the opportunity to purchase into the farm NFT.
I got you. So Queen City, I'm gonna ask this question, and forgive me if it's not on board. I want you guys to be good. So if Queen City would come to you and be like, hey, we want to make Queen City an NFT type joint, how can that be successful?
So they would send us their brand assets. They would obviously have to have all of their pictures of their items and their descriptions put together. We're not going to do that because we don't want to.
Of course. Give me layman's, man. Give me layman's a quick rough draft off the top of your head. Yeah.
So their brand assets, they would send that basically their logos, their the pictures of their items, whatever they are. And then description, the cost, etc. We put that into the metaverse in our marketplace. I don't know if you guys have seen that Walmart has a metaverse. You can walk and pull stuff off of the shelf, put it in your cart, and they'll send it to you, sort of like an Instacart. It'll be sort of like that. So you can walk into the humidor. What's the room called? That with all the cigars in it? Yeah, you can walk in there and you could pick up the cigars or whatever, or the ashtrays or the lighters, etc. at the counter, and you could put it into your, I don't know, your cart or your whatever on the counter and purchase it, and then they'll be sent to you. So that's how that experience would work with them. So every time their people purchased a product of theirs, they would get that receipt as an NFT and the actual like email receipt showing that they just purchased it.
Now, Rockstar, let me intervene real quick. So Link doesn't know quite what QC and what they do, but it's just if next year, their next festival, they want to have something very exclusive that's only available.
Oh, my bad.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shout out Queen City. So Queen City.
Yeah, shout out to Queen
at
City.
the end of the month.
That
Queen
could have
City at
helped
the end of the month for sure.
Yes, that's in Austin, right?
No, Queen City is in
Charlotte.
It's in Charlotte.
Oh yeah, Charlotte to Queen City. I used to live there. All right, cool. Okay, so with you all would have your own metaverse. If you were to work with us, you would have your own metaverse. Now we're not going to build you a metaverse just for being a partner. You could host inside of the metaverse, inside of the Cigar Life metaverse. But if you wanted to host your festival and have different booths and stuff set up for people to come and talk and interact with those booths, we could build you a metaverse to do so like that. We could either take the 360 video, the video, 360-degree video and render a lifelike environment. In fact, there's a project called Meta Mansions. Timberland is a part of it. They've done that. If you look up Meta Mansions, they've done that. And so it looks like a real life world. You can look up and see the world, but you're in a metaverse. You could do that as a part of your festival as well.
Yeah, that's dope. I like that. That.
Yeah, word. I mean, so Whiskey Wednesday, your boy Cigar Rockstar. We have Eddie Green on, the founder of True Gent Cigars. His cohort on here, and Link. He helped him do a NFT, a Cigar Life NFT. It's Whiskey Wednesday, man. So I know there's more questions out there. I'm just not smart enough to ask the right questions. I know there's more questions. Let's go.
I think Jameson has. Oh no, that's my. That's my mouse.
It's hard for me to speak on it because it's like proprietary information. But this is not like a shameless plug. I'm not stealing nobody's light. But fourth quarter 2022, the Tastemakers Experience drops their first NFT, and it's a lot of tangibles. That's it. That's it.
Word.
Hey. I just want to say I'm extremely impressed with Link. You have done a phenomenal job in presenting information. It's information overload for me. I was still processing it. Like you gave enough information for me to want to research more because I'm a research junkie.
Okay.
And the fact that you're doing this with your uncle, I love that all the more. So big ups to both of you. And I just want to definitely say thanks to True Gents for being a sponsor and Big Country for Queen City Cigar Fest. So
yes, thank you.
Thank you to both, and thank you to Link for this presentation tonight.
No problem. And I didn't catch your name, but I'm going to actually drop a link to. It's called NFT Catcher, and you can look up different NFTs, the drops, which are basically like sneaker drops, right? When the NFT is coming out, and the prices, all of that, the contact information for the companies, all of that. So that's a great way to be informed, and we take you through that in our class as well.
Good stuff.
Word, man. That class is everything, man.
And Rockstar. Lastly, I want to say about 30 years ago, I saw a bumper sticker, right? That read, "Just because you don't believe it doesn't mean it isn't true."
Say that.
And I've lived by that ever since I read that bumper sticker. So a lot of this shit is still going over my head, like I said before, but not just this incident, many situations in my life. I said, Dewan, because I'm a late bloomer. I've always been a late bloomer. Give it some more time, do your research, it'll click. I'm just that person. When it clicks, it clicks. But this is one of those things for me. Just because I don't believe it doesn't mean it isn't true. So I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna ride your coattails because like Drita said, I'm impressed with you too, young man. It's amazing how you and your uncle working together. He got the knowledge on one side, and you got the knowledge on this side. Just because you don't understand the cigar world yet, that'll come to you. You know what I mean?
I'm working on it. I got the
You
sample
got the
pack.
shit that I need.
I tried to smoke one and I choked. So I was like, yeah, I can't do this no more. This is not good for me.
I know why he
This
chose.
is not good for my
You
health.
just gotta find the right one, young man. You
No,
just
no,
gotta
no, no,
find
no.
the right
Don't
one.
inhale. Just
You
don't
just gotta
inhale.
find the right one. Yo, so Eddie, check out my Puff Sip Chat interview, Eddie, because I'm talking about how the young people coming into the cigar world, how we have to got to be groomed, right, by us elder statesmen, us veterans, right? I love to see them coming in, but we want them to come in properly. This ain't the weed spot. This ain't the trap house. This ain't the hookah spot. You know what I mean? So we want them to come in and appreciate, because I've never seen no violence or no nonsense go down in the cigar environment. It may have happened, but I don't know about it. You know, and I hope to never see it. You know what I mean?
All right, man.
Yeah, for sure. So we got TrueGentCigars.com. We got CigarLifeNFTs.com. You guys are branding for the cigars and NFTs. So Link, if someone had a question about NFTs or Cigar Life NFTs, I know you put your info in the chat, but can you say it for people who don't want to read the description?
Sure. So if you would like to learn more about the Cigar Life NFT project, you can go to Cigar Life NFT, as in non-fungible token.com. If you'd like to learn more about NFTs, blockchain technology, NFT implementation into your business, you can come to our firm's website, which is Infinite, spelled NFINIT-elite.io. So that is infinite-elite.io. We do teach, and we also do project management for companies just like True Gent Cigars and Cigar Life. And we do consulting. All right.
Facts. Hey, Dot, I see your hand up, Dot. I say cool, I see you, but Dot had her hand up first. Dot from New Jersey. What's going on, Miss Lady?
Yeah, I just see this as endless possibilities. The young man said that, there's an etiquette, a certain prestigiousness that comes with the cigar smoking, at least from my perspective.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah.
We don't want to discount or leave out any other potential people that could play into this under that umbrella, because people that smoke weed are actually really chill. I've never been around anybody that overdosed or act up off no weed. It's the other stuff.
Me neither.
So I think maybe that could be something, the etiquette, that type of lifestyle. It's how you present it. And it means different things to different people, but you do have some generalizations, my cousins wearing the suits, wearing the cigars, drinking the whiskey, that's a different breed. And yeah, a lot of young people can definitely learn from that. And there's a teaching opportunity there.
Whiskey or gin, by way of Eddie Green, the CEO of True Gent Cigars.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I forgot to mention, you can also follow us on IG. My bad, guys. On IG at infinite.nfts. So infinite, the way it's spelled in my name here, NFINIT.nfts, and on Twitter at infinite_NFTs, because they wouldn't let us do the dot.
Word. Say cool. I saw your hand up, brother. What's going on? Say cool.
Well, the young brother kind of referenced what I was going to address, because I was going to ask him about how much support staff and education he has in his company, because again, the benefit of NFTs is often lost on companies and events. It's not just for people who provide goods and services, or famous people who already have a following that people just want to buy it because it's attached to that famous name.
That's a great point, because I thought that's what it was.
Like Queen City, again, Queen City Cigar Fest. They're having a cigar fest. Everything forward facing is everything that you can get by attending Queen City Cigar Fest. They have to have the awareness to construct an event with additional events, that they have to have a promotion staff that only deals with NFTs, so that the promotion for the NFT is going out separate over and above with some crossover, so that people can want to get into the NFT elite ultra elite echelon. But at the same time, they got to put forward with their NFT, this is what you get normally. However, you get this additional over and above, and most importantly, the availability to access things yet announced. That's why people want to get into the NFT space when you have an NFT attached to an event. I know for my endeavors, I was looking into it. My girl was looking into it so that not just the event that we're getting to have, but future events that are going to be more exclusive, more detailed, will be available to the people that purchase the NFT. And then again, as mentioned by Link, you could sell that. You're not tied into, like, I don't want to do it anymore, but I know that Rockstar is interested in this kind of thing. Hey, Rockstar, I'm gonna sell this. This is the tangible price. And then it becomes like stock trading. It's like, you know, this is
yeah, it's the market. And it's not necessarily that it's unannounced. It is exclusive. So we're working with a couple of like A-list rappers. And so the first thing that we come to them with when they say they want to do an NFT project is, oh, that's easy. Access to you. So you can purchase this NFT and get exclusive as it doesn't have to, it's going to be announced because they want people to purchase this NFT. But hey, you want to speak to this guy, you're going to have to pay $20,000 and they'll do it. People will do it. So that's the biggest thing, is just the exclusivity and not giving it all away. Right? They tell you leave something up for, you know, leave something for the imagination. And that's what NFTs allow. Like, okay, you come into this group, you come into this community, and as you can see, I can talk about this all night. But you know, you come into this community, and what is it that you want? Because you just paid to get here. So now we're just serving you. And so somebody said, like, how do I know that I can trust you? Well, how many joint ventures have you gotten into with people that you essentially married, getting into a joint venture with them? That's why they say you got into bed with them, right? How many people have you done it with? And did it work out? Yes or no? And that'll tell you what your perspective is on doing a collective venture like this. But that's why we have the code. That's why we have the transparency. And that's why we have the education, number one. Because if I'm going to do you wrong, I'm definitely not going to teach you my process. Why would I do that? Then you can figure out what I'm doing wrong. Like, so just those thoughts.
Word. Let's go. Any more questions? Any more questions? Man, Rack, you lucky there thinking, Rack. Like, what's churning right now, Rack?
Well, I'm on board with the majority of the panel here. Thoroughly impressed with the presentation. This is by far one of the most informative ones we've had. Thank you. And I like to think, and this has got me to thinking. And so I'm like the young lady as well. I'm going to do my research. I'm going to email you with all my questions, and okay, we go from here. But one of the things I kind of caught at the end. So when you buy you said the white label, the white list, you buy that NFT, then you have to buy a whole nother NFT. Correct. Farm.
And the reason for that is,
so you're going to have two investments. Not one initial investment gives you the opportunity to make a second investment.
That is correct.
So you're going to get returns on both investments?
You'll get returns on the second investment. The first investment is just a whitelist investment, and we want to be very clear about that. And the reason for that is because usually what happens is you only have, like we said, we only have 1,115 farm investment NFTs. What's going to happen is people are going to continue to hear about this, and there are going to be a bunch of people who would like to get into this project. Now, how would you feel if you purchased the inaugural NFT and then we did a whitelist and for a competition to get people onto the whitelist, and then you didn't get on the whitelist, but you supported us first? You're going to feel like, well, I can't even continue to hold this NFT because it doesn't mean anything to me. I can't even purchase what's really going to make me all of the money. What I know is going to make me all of the money. I don't know if this NFT is going to make me all of the money. All right. So boom. So our plan is to not only get you to recover your initial cost of the first NFT, but to continue to, give you profit after the fact. But we want to do that in the most fairest possible way. We anticipate at least tens of thousands of people wanting to get into this farm investment as soon as they hear about it and see that the tobacco industry just this quarter grossed $900 billion. And then the metaverse is pending 863 billion. I would want to get into it, even if I just bought the lowest tier. Just see what it does. You spent more money on stuff that doesn't make you money. My bad.
But Link, you do get a return on initial investment because if you purchase the initial investment and then you purchase the secondary investment, the wealth of the secondary investment draws up the value of the initial investment. So you are actually getting a return on your first initial investment once that value of the white listing exceeds expectation or meets expectation.
Correct. That's what I mean by yes. That's what I mean by someone's going to want to purchase that NFT from you in order to get into that farm project. But if all the farm seats are taken, then that's what I mean by that. You have an eloquent way of speaking. Thank you for that. So yes,
He does.
He really does. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Say Cool with the great questions. Come on, man. Say Cool, man. Shout out to
he like Yoda, man.
And
exactly, man. He like the Yoda with the inside. He like over there leaning to the side, chewing and shit. Like, that's nothing. I got that.
But the thing is, I understand it because a lot of people will miss that. They will. Why do I need to buy something to be able to buy something? And it's
that's true. That's true.
You this is your entry fee to the auction.
Yeah, when you put it that way.
You gotta pay to get in, you gotta pay to play. So once you pay to get your entry fee in, that's your minimal investment. That's your minimal amount of exposure. However, you have the opportunity to invest in something that has an immeasurable amount of return for making that initial investment, which that initial investment still has value because anybody that wants to come in later, like you said, you want to get in on the farm. Well, I'm sorry, we sold all the entry level NFTs.
Correct.
So you got to go to Queen City, you got to go to Big Country and deal with them about how much they're willing to part with it for to be able to try and get on this investment. That's where you get your hidden return on that initial investment.
That is correct. That is absolutely
now
correct.
all the puzzle pieces are together now for me.
Yes.
That makes more sense.
Yo, he's like point guard. He's handing out assists.
Yo, for real. His assist game is me.
Hey, you got to work out a partnership with this guy.
No,
man.
Call me. I'm his agent.
So definitely that's exactly how it works. And again, it's the most fairest way we can make it because we don't want anybody to feel like they supported us for nothing. And another to Seiku's other point, we do have a marketing department. We have our chief marketing officer, Brianna Fuller. She builds communities from the Discord to the Twitter to the IG to the everything. She does everything. Our copywriter just fills in everything. She builds everything out. She can even she doesn't build our websites. We have a developer, but she definitely consults on the website. Like, nah, we're not gonna that entire website. That was her. Nope. Put that here, put that there. So she knows exactly how to cater to whatever market it is. If she didn't know about the cigar market, like we had to have a meeting with Eddie, and he teaches about the cigar market. So then she goes into her research process. Okay, what do cigar, like we have an entire pitch deck to Eddie where we showed him all the research we did on the cigar market, and he was like blown away. So we do want to learn you all so that we can cater to you all.
Facts on that. That's dope.
So Eddie is Sekou and Dot. Will you all be at the Jersey Cigar Fest? Because Sekou, you said Big Country. Are you talking about Big Country? Who's helping? One of the promoters for that, the Jersey Cigar Fest.
I don't know if Big Country is right here. Big Country, AJ from Big Country Cigars, Big Country 68 is right here on there. He'll have to answer that. As far as me, brother, I got 2 big trips. I'm in Jamaica, June 4th, and then I return back to Kenya December 1st. And in January of 2023, we are having our Kenya cigar homecoming. So
where are you now? Where are you now? You in Kenya now?
No, I'm in Colorado right now.
Oh, okay.
That's the black Bin Laden. He in a cave somewhere. Look at him laying down in a robe. That's the black Bin Laden.
That's why he leaning to the side like that.
So Dot and Eddie, will you all be at the Will you all be at the Jersey Cigar Fest June 3rd, 4th, and 5th, I think?
I definitely think I can make that. Yeah, I didn't know anything about it. I think Dot had mentioned something like that.
Yeah, I did forward you a couple of things because they're having a number of cigar things up here. And again, I wasn't particularly looking. I found them by accident. So when I see stuff, I forward them to my cousin, like, look at this, look at this. And so during that time frame, I am looking to go because, you know, if it's something that my family's into, I want to go find out and, you know, possibly share that information with him because, you know, we can all learn and grow from each other.
That's funny. Dot's daughter is the same way. She does the same thing for me. I didn't know that Dot did that for my uncle. She sends me all types of stuff about blockchain and NFTs. That's crazy.
That's how you got to do. That's what family.
So Dot, I learned about it from the sister named Aleha in Jersey City, and she has, I don't know if you know their name or not, but they have a group, and I forget the name of their cigar group that they have. But I know Big Country personally. I met him at this spot called Railroad in Newark. I don't know if y'all ever been to Railroad in Newark Cigar Lounge.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
I have.
Yeah. So
and there's a lot of Facebook with communities that have about cigar life, and I find out a lot of information from there as well. Okay. And even just going to some local cigar bars around here, you'll hear about, you know, what's going on because they do network a lot. Right. So if I do something different or just something that's just new to me, it might be not new to my cousin, but you know, I'll just forward it over because, you know, who knows? You even got these cigar trucks and things of that sort. You have pop-ups all the time with people with cigars and stuff like that.
Right. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Somebody requested that I put. Oh, I'm sorry. One thing with Rockstar. Someone requested that I put the link in the chat. I did that. So somebody's sister said she's from Chicago and they need house music or something. Someone. But anyway, I put the link to Stickheads in the chat. Go ahead, Rockstar.
I'll make sure I put in the description. So Stickheads, I definitely saw the link in the chat. I'll make sure I put it in the description. I mean, so, hey, man, Scribe, he's got a man. It's a dope song. It's a dope song. It's a dope song. Thank you. Man, it's dope. I don't even know what to say. It's and then you're speaking about the iterations of it, man. You can speak to every cultural cigar community there is off that song, definitely by remixes or reiterations.
We could do a Spanish version, bro. A Brazilian version.
Come on, bro. It's
endless. It's endless.
Yeah, for sure.
Check it out. And no other artist has did this shit. They're gonna be my sons. Y'all hear me? They're my sons. They're coming after me. They're my sons.
God. Hey, but for real, I did that would obviously would be up to Uncle Eddie, but man, that would be cool if there was a Cigar Life version, man.
I'm 100%.
Okay, I was just making sure. Yeah, I told him hit us up, but I ain't know for sure. That would be dope.
So Eddie, let me ask Eddie first. So Eddie, let me ask you this. So is, like I said, excuse my naiveness. This is literally just questions I have off the dome, and I feel like most people will ask these questions. So is the growth of True Gent Cigars depending on Cigar Life NFTs, or is that a separate entity?
Truly a separate. That's a double-edged sword. It's a combination of the two. I do want to grow True Gent through the NFT. You know, once I saw the NFT, I like the rareness of things. I like to be, you know, really exclusive with products that I push out. Like I said in the beginning, I could easily put my foot on the gas and, you know, hit every lounge and hit every festival, you know. But that's just not me. It's a separate culture that I'm trying to create also. With True Gent, and I think now adding the NFT is, you know, definitely the catalyst to really push the direction that I want to go with True Gent.
For sure. I see that. That's dope. I see that. Man, I see a lot of spinning wheels. I see a lot of thinking people on here.
Oh man, I love this. This is like, I love it, man. I see it also, man. It got my head spinning, and I'm like, all the people that's commenting. I'm looking at emails. I can't wait to, you know, connect with them and try to network with them and, you know, get everybody on board where we can all, you know, actually grow together.
For sure.
Rockstar, would this be on YouTube? You gonna post this on YouTube? This chat? How does this work with this content? How does this work?
Of course. So everything I'm recording right now is gonna go on Cigar Rockstar TV. It's on YouTube. Okay. Please, of course, thanks for the plug, Scribe. So please like, subscribe, share to Cigar Rockstar TV. I will put all of the information in the chat. I will put it all in the description. So of course, you got the links and the plugs and the blueprint right there.
Great. Well, this has been great, man. I'm glad I tuned in, man. I'm glad I'm glad I didn't flake out on myself.
I'm looking personally towards training that you guys are offering.
Yes.
You gotta buy an NFT first.
Right.
Buy the NFT?
Yeah, well, I'm planning to do that. So I'm gonna go on the website and look at it after this. When maybe if not tonight, tomorrow definitely.
So Link and Eddie, let's just just for comfort for the folk who's watching, somebody goes in cigarlifenft.com and buys an NFT. What do they get, and what type of a relationship do you have with them after that? I know it's not you buy and I'm done with you. I mean, do you report every month, report every week? How's the report process for somebody who buys your product and are satisfied or unsatisfied or have questions about it? What's the relationship you have after that?
Well, after you purchase, you have the option to join our Discord community where we update you on what's going on with the project, what new partnerships we have, etc. We'll be able to report that there. You won't get any reports on the first NFT because there's nothing tied to it that you would be accruing interest on like you would the farm. But for the farm, we would put those reports out to you. That would honestly be up to Eddie and the finance team. I'm the tech guy, but we would put those reports out to you at different times and different intervals, so that you could see whether how the project is performing. And like I said, from there we would do all of our cultivating of our community on Discord. That is basically our community management tool for the NFT space and the blockchain space. It's proved to be very good for that, and it is another reason why we have to give education, because it is highly technical. It is a highly technical platform that we kind of have to guide people through using. Yeah, but this is where the blockchain space is, so we got to be there.
Yeah, understood. Eddie, let me have you rebuttal that or add to it. You the CEO of all this, man. So somebody got a Cigar Life NFT, man. Gent Cigars. They're getting subscription package and all that. You ain't gonna just leave them out in the cold if they buy a farm NFT.
No, definitely. I mean, again, you're always going to have access to the team. You're going to have access to people like Link and Bree and Maurice and myself also on the Discord. So initially on the first portion of the launch, I wanted to make myself available. So I'm managing the Discord because I want to personally be able to, assure people and let people know where we are with the process.
Yeah, for sure. So that communication is very, very important. Very important.
Yes.
Definitely that. I'm looking at the beautiful cigar closet, just perched up with her red lipstick. What's going on, closet? She's gonna wave high. I don't get no verbal high. Too loud. It's too loud.
Hey, no. I'm good. Hey, what's going on?
Oh, that's all I get. Hey, what's going
that's
on?
all we get every week.
Yeah.
That's about it. She like Russell Simmons. Thank y'all for coming.
You know what? I'm gonna use that.
Yoki.
Hey, Yoki. I heard you. Hey, Yoki. What's going on, Yoki?
I just want to thank you for having Eddie on. I purchased my NFT. I had a conversation with Eddie, and I don't know anything about NFTs, but however, after that conversation, I said, what do I have to lose? I spent $300 on the weekend with, food, liquor, and cigars. So I was like, and get no return. I was like, I'm not going to be left out. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm going to learn what to do. Mm-hmm. So I just want to thank you, Cigar Rockstar. I want to thank you, Eddie, for this revolutionary movement that you're making with the cigar community. We need this. So
So definitely I appreciate that, Ayoki, and I have to put this for the folk because the majority of us is the same folk on here. So Eddie Link, like how great is this for the Black community, the Black cigar community?
You know what, this is wonderful. What we have right now is just a testament to what we're trying to introduce, and we want to continue this dialogue that we're having right now, within the Cigar Life NFT. So Anoki, she's wonderful. Like she said, we had a great conversation, and I'm open and available to anyone that's going to become my partner. Because once you purchase, that's how I look at you, as my partner. And I'm always available, to my partners. Anoki, you have to meet my cousin Dot. I wanted to say that, like, my conversation with her, with Anoki, right away, she reminded me of Dot. Just really sharp, just beautiful spirit. So Anoki, shout out to you, and thank you for supporting us.
And I just want to say I'm like I said, I'm blessed to be here, man. You guys see the quality of my family members, 2 of them here speaking. That's the type of stuff that we're usually on. Like, how can we be a disruptor? How can we progress ourselves? So I'm just blessed to be here and to be received so well by such people of the statures that you are of. I apologize. So thank you guys for this opportunity. I do have to get up at 4:30 a.m. and it's already almost 12 a.m. here in Atlanta. So I'm gonna have to jump.
I got you, but let me ask you, Link. Let me ask you. So I'm gonna ask 2 parting questions. I'm gonna direct one at the team, Eddie and Link. So you guys answer how you see. So I'll guess I'll roll into the NFT market. So Link, Eddie. So why should somebody buy a Cigar Life NFT?
Well, I would say not. Again, I'm not just pushing the Cigar Life NFT like I should. Just ourselves. I really wanted to introduce the community to the NFT space in general. And I think by purchasing our NFT is going to really open you up to, the education that we're going to provide is going to open you up to the other NFTs that's out there, which ones to avoid, and what red flags to look out for, and what things to look for in an NFT, as far as utilities and perks that they offer. So I would say that is the benefit, and I'll let Link go from there.
Well, the benefit here is in this space, it's so I'll give you an example. We have a mentorship program called Stop Squad, Stars in Training, Stars in Training, Obtaining Power. We basically cultivate these young boys, just Black boys, for right now, to make them blockchain experts. We teach them everything about blockchain, NFTs. We teach them how to erect their own businesses, trade out of their businesses so that they have no personal liability for their cryptocurrency holdings, all of that. And so the reason that we do that is because by the time they're 18, if you guys look up the starting pay of a blockchain developer, you will see that it is in a high 5 figures, low 6 figures off the top. So I say all that to say, because of that market, when they teach you just the basic blockchain stuff, they want money, and they want a lot of it per hour. We want money and a lot of it per hour for when we consult people. So we're giving you ourselves and all of the energy that we give to our consulting clients just for being a part of this project. Nobody else is doing that. Like, not just a warning, nobody else is, even the project that was dropped earlier, that Jameson dropped, I bet you they're not teaching people NFTs by experts. I don't go to a 9 to 5. I consult for CoinDesk, but I don't go to a 9 to 5. Like, this is what I do every day. The people who usually teach are people who are into tech, but their job is something else. So I'm going to teach you the in and outs as someone who's into tech, and I see it coming. I wake up in the morning, I do my analysis, I purchase, I consult all afternoon and into the evening, and then I do the same thing the next day. I wind down at night and do the same thing the next day, every single day. So you're buying into something that is owned by, or managed by, in this case, managed by someone who really cares about this and the community. I care about my name. I'm not going to give you any BS, because you're going to come back and say, hey, this guy is full of crap. And I don't want that. So that's why you should buy into this project, because we are giving you high quality expert, yes, I said expert training in the NFTs and blockchain space.
Word, I hear you on that. Hey, Link, I appreciate you, bro. I got one more question for Eddie, but Link, I appreciate you, bro.
All right, y'all. Take care, man. Thank y'all so much.
You know, just great. You know, just great. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, peace.
Appreciate you, big time.
All right.
So Eddie, man, so Link mentioned a couple of the maybe donations you give or gift backs you give to certain communities. Can you mention maybe a one or two, or what you got going on for, what you trying to do?
Yeah. So one of the things that I really wanted to implement is I wanted to incorporate the women that's in the cigar life. Like right now with our bank, we're setting aside a certain amount of money that we generate. And we want to include the women that are a part of the cigar life. The women are the backbone of our community. When we talk about our community, they are. I know me and Link talked about the men in our family, but the women in our family is truly our backbone. And this cigar life NFT is just it's kind of a mirror of our upbringing. And our upbringing is the women are our backbone. So we are actually giving the women the opportunity to decide where we're going to put our funds into.
Man, that's crazy. Okay. Hey, housewife, I see you on here. What's going on, housewife of Clarksville? What you think about that, housewife?
Just listening, taking it all in. I'm doing well. Hope everybody else is doing well.
Hey, welcome housewife on here. The biggest hustler in the cigar community is housewife on here, for sure.
Put some smoke in the air.
Yes, sir.
Stop playing, because you got a farm to table event going on May 13th and 14th, and you being real humble, but farm to table happening down in Tennessee.
We ain't here to talk about that.
Yeah. Hey, we got you on now. I want to hear about it. Now I'm curious.
And see, here's the thing. You have the gentleman that has the awareness about NFTs. If you have the Pasita NFT, it might give you first row access to the next farm to table event. Talk to the brother. The brother will, he'll work it out. They got the ability to make some stuff happen.
Fact.
That's what's up. We can definitely connect offline.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna be like the Baptist preacher. I ain't gonna hold you long.
Say that and they hold us long. So
right.
Two offerings and everything. Two collection plates and everything.
Yeah.
Right.
And hey, y'all, she's still worked up about the Grizzlies being in the making it past.
Oh, that's
what her head is. She's
not go there.
The Grizzlies.
But she's scared to bet a stick.
Oh, okay. Hey, Rat, we can put a stick on it now if you want to.
Hey,
you believe in Golden State like that?
You believe in Golden State. That's why you put a stick on it when I asked you.
No, I don't.
Eddie, a little personal. Eddie, you mentioned you was a athlete or you're athletic. Like, so where's that background? Did you play in college? Like, what's the background on that?
Yeah. I play ball. Again, I'm from Jersey. I was All-State honorable mention, McDonald's honorable mention back in the day. My journey through basketball in college was a long one. That's a whole nother story. But I finished up playing ball at Central Oklahoma.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Man, you way ahead of me, man. I played in high school. That was it. No, I was done. That's all that took for me. But we got the local celebrity Rack on here who
no
who balls in Louisiana,
Okay.
That was many moons and many pounds ago.
For sure. Hey, Eddie, man, I appreciate you, bro. Hey, thanks for the knowledge, man. This is phenomenal. We got ChooseGentCigars.com. We got CigarLifeNFT.com, bro. You got some news coming out in the works. You ain't gonna give me no exclusive on, but I will say this. So I asked one last part question. We've been talking for, man, it's been a while. So why we got the NFT portion of it. So why should somebody buy a True Gent cigar? True Gent cigar.
I thought I was the only one that's been sipping a little too long tonight.
Nah, bro. Nah. It's Whiskey Wednesday, bro. Come on, man. Come on.
Oh no, man! Truly, if you want to enjoy a good stick, you know, I believe we have a good product out there. I mean, you're a testament to it. I mean, you smoking our Blue Boy. And all I can say is just like anything, when, you know, with me, you know, with other cigars out there, it's just a matter of me just trying things and seeing if I like it. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't, you know? So, I mean, it's really it's like art. It's in the eye of the beholder. In this case, the taste of the beholder. But, I mean, you got to try to, you know, to see if it's something that works for you. But I'm really, I'm confident enough in our product that I know once you give it a try, you'll be all in. And QC, I'll be texting you that UPS order to show you that it's on its way, man. I sent it out today.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
Eddie,
for the support.
let me. I'm sorry. Somebody said something.
No, I was just saying thank you for the support. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
So Eddie, let me ask you maybe a frowned upon question, right? So where was I going with it? I just forgot. Oh my gosh. Well, shout out to Whiskey Wednesday. No.
That last sip took him to the left. The last sip took him to the left. This last sip is killing me right now.
Yeah. Eddie, let me ask you this, and I mean good intention, but I just want the folk to know. So I'm a fan of yours, bro. You know, but I will say this. So I asked you where your cigars were from. You was like Miami. For authentic, true cigar smokers, or maybe the old heads, traditional smokers, they want to hear a big name coming out of where you got to get your cigars rolled from. You just said Miami. Can you maybe expound on that a little bit?
You mean as far as rollers?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, what I'm saying is, like, you know, Miami is cool. It's like, you know, Miami, Florida is the mecca of tobacco. You know what I mean? So they might want to they might want to hear something like, hey, is rolled from El Tinte de Bronze or you know, some big name, you know, out of there.
I don't know if you know Cigar Lord, if you know that brother, that guy's name, Cuban brother.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah. Okay,
all right.
I got you.
Yeah. So
word, I got you. Word, I got you. So I'm gonna let Eddie go, but I want to open it for one last time for one last question. Anybody got anything?
Thank you.
For sure. Great
knowledge. Go
ahead, Dot. You broke up, Dot.
I said let's buy the block together, build something together.
Man, let's get it. I'm with you on that.
This is unprecedented, from at least from my perspective. You know, nobody ever offered me or took the time to inform me of things that I'm learning today. So I think I speak on a number of people that probably haven't heard about it yet. They'll be talking the same way because I'm all for it.
I got one question. Can you buy an NFT as an LLC?
That's a good question. And yeah, unfortunately, you know, I don't know, but I don't see why not. But I definitely can find out for you. Okay.
If your
That's a hell of a question.
LLC has a wallet,
I like that.
if your LLC has a wallet, you should be able to do it.
Yeah, right. And now you got me thinking, it's time for a new wallet.
Yeah. So of course, hey, this is Whiskey Wednesday, y'all. You know, I do this every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central, every Wednesday. Tonight we have on Eddie Green, the founder, the CEO of True Gent Cigars. He also has Cigar Life NFTs, and I feel like I'm slurring right now. So.
He's good, Rockstar.
Please like, subscribe, and share to Cigar Rockstar TV. I do this every Wednesday, and Eddie, I appreciate you, brother.
All right, thank you, man. I'm gonna be cussing you out in the morning when I got to go to the gym, man. I don't want to get up, man, because of this. Shout out.
Hey, I live it every week, man. I live it every week, and yet I come on every week and this great conversation. This great
learn and all.
Right? Because talking about cut his ass off.
Yeah.
Cut his ass off.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Eddie. Thanks a lot, Rockstar, everybody.
Yo, We gonna talk, man. I love that song, man, for real. And you got to do a house version because you from Jersey, so you got to do a house version. Come on,
Chicago and Jersey, both. I'm a hybrid.
Yeah.
I'm a hybrid.
I'm gonna do a West Coast gangster rap version.
Hey, no doubt. Hey, hey, check it out.
Hey,
all versions are welcome.
Hey, Rack,
That's what I'm talking about.
Rack, I'm gonna double down on you. I'm gonna do a chop the screw version.
Chop the screw, baby.
I'm gonna do a chop the screw.
Hey, all versions are welcome. All versions are welcome.
Slow you down.
Me and Sekou gonna do an African version together.
No doubt.
Hey, no, I got that. No, that's cool. And that's cool. And say cool gonna do the African version. Say cool gonna do the African version.
Yeah, we're gonna do the African version.
No doubt.
Hey,
no doubt.
I'm just saying, you know, when we get over there, it's gonna be a problem because we'll find a spot that's got good Wi-Fi, and there'll be like 4, 5 to 6 people doing Wi-Fi showing out. I just can't wait. I can't wait.
No doubt.
That's what's up.
This
Dirty South. Somebody said a Dirty South version, no doubt. All versions are welcome. Keep them coming.
Hey, Rack, what you trying to cap right now before we get off? You trying to cap right now, Rack?
West Coast.
Fire pit and everything?
It's getting cold. It's getting cold on the West Coast.
But seriously, that whole idea about the NFT, just the fact that you can have the value of your brand exemplified by the standard NFT, but having the wherewithal to have the next level achievements unlocked. You know, all of these guys, everybody, all these gamers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You got gamers, right? All y'all gamers, because I ain't a gamer. Y'all playing Call of Duty. You gotta do so many campaigns on Call of Duty over so many hours before you get this level unlocked.
Yeah.
That's what an NFT with a stair step is. You get to play the game on the first level. You just got the standard handgun and shit. If you want the Uzi, you got to go through these many campaigns where you got to buy this next NFT. Now you want the nukes where you can press the button and annihilate everything on the landscape. Well, you got to buy that third level NFT. But people that want to play the game, they got to come to you when ain't no more game tickets available.
Yes.
They got to come to you and you can say, hey, well, the game is real popular right now. I don't know. I'm thinking a couple grand to get this. Yeah. Get this base NFT, get in this game.
I like that analogy, but I'm gonna say from the Leaf standpoint is, man, I got an opportunity to own a little bit of a tobacco farm. I mean, come on, man. Like how many people? I mean, matter of fact, Sekou. I mean, you was talking to somebody else who had, another brother who had some fields throughout the world or whatever, and this opens up the opportunity for people like me to buy a little bit of a tobacco farm, to have some kind of some type of cigar manufacturer tobacco farm in my pocket. That opens up the door for people to buy a little bit of a tobacco farm. So I think it's super dope.
And it's like stocks. It's like stock. It's like penny shares, right? It's the difference between a penny share and a blue chip share. You could buy penny shares for pennies on the dollar. Well, you could buy a very inexpensive NFT to get into the game. But when the big opportunities come, well, you had to buy, again, the limited number of initial offerings to get that whitelisting. Now, I don't know if it's anything like stocks, where it's like you got a white listing, which is your initial one. Then you got a blue listing, which is the big one. I don't know. So I missed asking Link that question. But sir, do you know that?
Yeah, I mean, that you explained it correctly. I mean, that's exactly how it works, But you have to be in that initial launch to have that. Right. And like I said, we wanted to make that fair, where those people that support us in the first round, they had that opportunity to go to the next round, or say, when everything is sold out and someone wants to, be a part of that farm, they got to come to you and you set that price. Yeah, I paid $330 for it, but you know what? I want 13 grand for it. I want 30 grand for it. Like you have that, you have that say.
And see, that's the beautiful thing, because when you get people networking together, so say, like I said, I'm doing my out of country cigar experience. Queen City is doing their in-country cigar experience. If we both get in with you, now my NFT, well, guess what? You get special privileges over with Queen City. Queen City, well, you have the opportunity to get in with Sekou and go, but you gotta have the initial intro.
Man, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? That's the opportunities. That's what, see, this is my business.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
There's a part of your education also talk about the tax benefits and so forth.
Yes, yes, there is. I'm certain. Actually, yes.
Man, come on, man. Come on. So, hey, Eddie, I appreciate you. Hey, this is another Whiskey Wednesday with your boy Cigar Rockstar. So I do this every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central. We had Eddie Green on, Eddie Green Senior, if I may add that suffix.
Yeah. Hey, as a matter of fact, I just want to say this because Junior might be watching. His birthday is tomorrow, be 24. So, happy birthday to Eddie Green Jr. EJ.
Right on. Happy birthday, Eddie Green Jr. Happy birthday,
Junior.
That's right. Eddie, I appreciate you, man. You can follow Eddie Green at True Gent Cigars on Instagram. Of course, you can order the red bottoms. I had the Blue Boy, which I enjoyed thoroughly. TrueGentCigars.com. Also, if you want more information on CigarLifeNFTs.com. Eddie Green's a man. Every Green man. I do this every Wednesday, Whiskey Wednesday. I'll see y'all next week. I appreciate it, Eddie. I appreciate you, brother.
All right, thank you, man. Thank you for having me, man. It was great meeting you guys, and I feel like I established some friendships that's not just for today, but for forever. So I'll definitely be in contact with everybody on here. So Rack, you see, describe all of y'all, man. Hey, let's together, man.
Let's make this money together, and I will see y'all next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central. Cigar Rockstar TV. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see y'all next week.
Out. Deuce, peace.
I know this was a very good and very